What if, and go with me on this journey,
No.
I burgle the bank?
Then the bank has the right to shoot you in the face.
So when you're
see.
and when you're starting on the round, you have to start from one of the major cities. Doesn't cost you it doesn't cost you the 5 million. It's only when you go into a major city that's going to cost you the 5 million to get into
Chicken
it.
nuggets at Taco Bell.
But once you paid it,
shit.
you're
I didn't
done.
Taco Bell chicken. That's probably
You can rent somebody else's line.
but not me.
It will cost you 4 million per turn that you were on their track until you can get back onto yours.
Tribbles, welcome in.
So
We were in
try not to
without
do
you.
that unless it is going to be a short jaunt that's only going to take you like 1 or 2 turns, and it's a big payoff.
We were busy learning this game because none of us read the rules.
That's not true. I read them, I just didn't understand them.
Attempts were made.
2 of us didn't read them.
They are
1 of
debts.
them didn't understand.
But I did spend all day going through Ticket to Ride streams where you were just a fucking animal. So you can enjoy those in the Twitch clips. Honestly, I should have just clipped the entire fucking stream. It was on fire the entire time.
That good, huh?
Yeah.
I like being an animal.
Yeah. To be fair, I started. I started all the... That's not true. It was a 3-player game. Before I realized that 3-player game sealed off the second track.
Also,
and Ticket to Ride.
Oh,
So the first one, I was just...
I'm going to try and get ready or finish sorting these
Yeah,
things
and
out.
then it got...
We'll hang out with chat while you're working on that. No rush.
That's fine.
Hey,
So,
Chad, I can do
also high turns.
everybody starts with a regular freight. Your speed is down here in the lower right corner. You can move up to 9 spaces and you can haul up to 2 cargo. There are 2 upgrade paths that you can choose to get to the ultimate one, which is the super freight. And if anybody is kind of paying attention, it's kind of neat how these sort of follow. So this is like yield steamer from 1950s.
Yeah.
The heavy freight is an electric one. It can go 9 still, but you can carry 3 loads.
Oh, okay, that's what the little circles are.
Yeah.
The fast freight is the Mallard. You can travel 12, but you can only carry 2 loads.
Still.
The final upgrade is you basically pick whatever one you didn't, and you get the super freight, which is, I believe, a Shinkansen. It can travel 12, and you can hold 3 loads.
Okay. What's it cost to upgrade these nice little trends?
20,000 per, I think.
I think it's 20,000.
20,000 what exactly?
Picking up loads,
Dollar.
delivering loads.
But everything's measured in
Millions.
millions.
I was going to say, it's 20,000. I use to upgrade all of my transmitters.
Right. That's like, well, let me just peel back some bills and let's get
Well,
this
yeah, it
train
cost you
on the
20,000 million, so each ship.
20,000 million.
That's so many. That's more than I need to win the game.
I'm pretty sure the
How many million do you
actual
need to win the
upgrades-
game?
250.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need 250 in order to...
That's so many millions.
So yeah, upgrade.
There's also a limit to how much you can spend in the beginning turns. So everybody usually, I think, what the hell is this? Take 2 turns with no train movement to start building the rail empires using part of their initial 50 million starting.
Yeah.
Each player may use up to 20 million in each of the 2 beginning turns. So you could spend up to 40 million in the first turn.
Yep.
I'm just gonna get some rules and some Patreon out in our chats while we're just vibing and hanging out.
I
and
also have some exciting news. Starting on May 12th,
Mhm.
I will now be getting off at 6:30.
Wonderful.
So I can make it here on time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily pre-showing things, but
Hey, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Good job. Proud of you.
What are you looking for, PJ?
The cost to upgrade the trains.
Should be, I think, 2 pages before.
Oh, that
all
it's so it's part of by the delivering loads.
Yeah,
That's,
$200 gorillion.
yeah, so you can.
Everything's gorillion.
So you're limited per turn to spending 20 million, up to 20 million, in order to build. You can easily go through that if you get hosed on a railway or natural features of the terrain. Just fuck you. So it is possible to spend all of it on track, or you can spend the 20 million in order to upgrade your train. So
Ooh, Tribs is doubting you.
yeah,
You would say
those are
you'll
upgrades.
make it on time, but we'll see. She's right to doubt you. You do have a history.
well, assuming that I don't end on calls.
So let's see here. Each player may start his train represented by his pawn at any city on the map. Running the train. A player moves his train by traveling on track built on the board and counting the mileposts reached up to the maximum movement of the player's train. Freights and heavy freights may move up to 9 mileposts each turn. Fast freights and super freights may move up to 12. There's no limit to the number of trains that may end a turn on 1 milepost or use the same track. 1 train may not block another train's movement. 2 trains may pass each other on the same track. A train may reverse direction only at a city.
Oh,
So if you're out in the middle, if you're out on the main line between cities and you ain't got enough movement, and you're like, oh shit, I went the wrong way.
who doesn't build
Sorry.
a reverse lever into their train?
That is, in fact, an option. You just have to do it with track.
Well,
The theory is you don't want to have to throw your train into reverse when you're out of the main line. That's a bad thing. All
While
players'
I
tracks are connected
acknowledge
across.
that's technically true.
All players' tracks are connected across the major cities by the red area. Trains may travel across the city using the red area as their own track, connecting all major city mileposts. Loads may be picked up or delivered at any major city milepost. Center milepost in a major city is a milepost for movement. To use a ferry, the player must move to the ferry port and stop moving for that turn. On the player's next turn, he starts counting with the opposite ferry port and must move at half rate that turn.
Tribbles is starting things off right with a hydrate and stretch. If you gentlemen would also like to indulge.
I have to go get a
We do a beverage. We're not in a rush.
beverage.
Yeah.
If you wish to continue along on the paying and picking up loads for everyone,
All
or at
right.
least those of us that are there.
We're gonna be railroad barons. I'm gonna rob that bank blind with good business deal.
I mean, you're welcome to try.
I said with good business deals. It's a legitimate robbery.
I
So,
don't believe
allow
you.
me to summarize the 3 paragraphs of picking up loads. Circles be loads. No circles, no loads.
I understand.
If you don't like load, only dump in cities where it can harm the populace.
Does it
No
matter
dumping.
which city?
No, long as it's not in the countryside, the deer are innocent.
you can't.
You know
dump
what? I am 100% on board with the Wildlife Responsibility Act of Eurorails.
People suck way more than animals.
It's true. I
Right.
am cool with dumping oil in a city, but not in this nice pasture.
You'll be happy to know that getting filled up with that oil to go dump in a random city costs you no movement. You go to the city, congrats, you just got the thing. If there are not tokens for the thing, eat shit and die.
Ah, limited resources, right.
Yes.
Understood.
Let's see, and that is pretty much all picking up loads. Delivering loads. You have your demand cards.
I do.
You will have your demand cards.
Okay.
Your demand cards tell you where to go and how much money you get for going there.
I'll take it to ride.
And a cork that looks like cheese.
Yes.
There is actually cheese up there, though.
When you have to deliver, you discard the command card, the demand card. You put a little token away. You throw it at PJ so we can put your token away.
You might
And,
have to do the tokens
you-
because they're closer to you.
Letus deletus the token at
You-
Nathan.
You get the money promised for the thing, and you draw a new demand card. You will always have 3.
And the further you are away from the bank, the more money they have to pay you. It's a rule.
Importantly, delivering your load also does not cost movement. You just push those cars over and let them deal with the cleanup as you blaze through city center.
Rule has been accepted. Excellent.
After you have finished your movement, you can then spend up to 20 mil to upgrade your train or build more. Event effect cards. Event effects go into place immediately. There are several of them. Most of them can be summarized as eat shit and fucking die.
Events back. Got it.
Events are bad. They're all bad. Got it.
Until they're
yeah.
proved otherwise.
Yes.
We're some environmental.
So sometimes you're lucky and the events go off where nobody's at, and then there's
Noble.
and then there's times where the events go off and you're like, oh, the railroad taxes have come. Everybody gets to get fucked.
It's a tsunami.
They remain in effect for 1 turn around the table. I believe that is until the end of that player's next turn. Yes. So if you draw the event card, you get fucked by it twice.
Okay.
Avoid drawing
I
event
hate
cards.
all of that. Please
Uh,
do not draw event cards.
You draw event cards. I believe they're mixed in with the demand cards.
They are.
Yeah.
No.
They're just in there like little landmines.
I hate that. It's like Fury of Dracula all over again.
Except there's no thing on the top to tell you
I
what the card is.
know. There's no dumpstering the bad ones this time.
And
They're just there.
for those of you on screen, that is the size of the normal
Event
stack.
stack.
That is the size of the regular stack of load cards. That is, by comparison, the size of the event deck.
It's 10%.
Roughly,
Right about.
probably more like 15.
That's a lot of damage.
It's fine.
For now.
It's fine.
So those of you who have not actually read the rules, do you have any questions currently pending?
No, actually. This is actually, now that it has been explained and I can see the board,
Yeah, this
that
is
all
one.
makes way more sense.
Yeah, this is one of those games where it's a lot better to explain them if you can read them.
I now understand how Ticket to Ride came from this game.
Did you
Correct.
read the rules where I start with double the money?
No, you actually start with half the money, and you can only go 10,000.
There was an
worth of
errata.
cards.
There was also an errata
unfor-
that has been accepted by the table on account of nobody objected while Nathan was reading the rules.
This is true. If you don't object, you don't get considered. It's very important.
Kind of like life.
Indeed.
Okay. To give our wonderful chat a bit of context, I'm going to switch to the map of the game here. Now, what we're doing,
It's Europe.
this is a map of Europe. I have put a plastic sheet over the map of Europe so we may draw on it with these lovely wet erase markers.
Instead of
You
using
may
the
or may not
crayons
be
that
able
came
to
with
see
the box.
plastic sheet because it is clear.
Instead of the crayons that came in the box, because crayons were stupid.
Also,
There-
yellow is
yeah.
difficult to
But then
see.
again, I will say
Hmm.
this. So, chat, for some context, this game came out in 1989.
They had markers in
Um,
1989.
They did, but I don't think they were quite to the point of putting wet erase and dry erase and that type of stuff into this type
That's
of
because
step.
their brain am like this, and my brain am like this.
Well, it was the 80s. It was the 80s, so cut them a little slack.
Although it was cool
We
that
do have- we
found
should have-
a sealed version of this at Gen Con. last
Yes,
year. Like,
so-
EJ found this is a brand
it was
new
sealed?
game. It was sealed in shrink.
Completely sealed
Yeah.
in shrink wrap with the gold star sticker on the front for the 2 awards that
And
this
you
game
ruined
won.
it.
Well, I mean, if it was on sale for as cheap as it was,
Yeah.
this is not a game that collects value over time.
No,
No.
it's fine.
This-
I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
I am too. Like, this is sweet. We are
The-
getting to play a vintage board game,
That's basically mint condition.
untouched.
Some slight, a little bit of background or backstory on this.
Long ruling.
It is so. Despite this game literally being over 30, this game board is 36 years
This
old.
game is almost as old as me.
This rubber band is 36 years old.
It's so stretchy.
It has not. There's no dry rot to it or anything.
That is where all the brain power went.
That rubber band is 5 years older and 10 times more flexible than I am.
Oh, it's perfect.
I appreciate the self burn. Holy shit.
This rubber band is 2 years younger than me and far more flexible too. Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, see,
Short
that's
backstory.
what's effective for me.
Um,
Fucking young.
Nate, I hope you're watching. My other friend Nate that I met when I was 16 at Max Collectibles. Our old DM Mark Minch. This is one of the games that
shoot.
we were
He
going
is.
through. He is.
Thread,
That's him.
Most excellent.
So this was one of the games that when our old DM passed away, we went through our things and we went through his things because we were basically the only family he had at that point. And
Good on you guys.
Yeah,
Sucks.
and we came to the agreement. It's just like I was going to wind up taking all the 3.5 books because those were what I was looking for that stuff, and Nate wound up taking all the Eurorails. So this there's Eurorails, there's British rails. Apparently there's an Indian rails with down in India and Burma. There is a Nippon rails, which is really fun because it's literally Japan. And if you think this is going to get cluttered with 4 people, try playing Nippon rails with just 3.
That does
And it costs
sound
you
like a recipe to be cluttered.
And the tunnel to get from the mainland Japan to Hokkaido costs you 20 million to build into. Yeah.
I know
But-
Hokkaido was far away, but
But the tunnel is treated kind of like these capital cities are. Anybody can build into it. All the nodes inside are counted as everybody's red. And then you come out the other side. But Nate took all of them. Mark had gotten these. He had the maps like slightly enlarged and laminated. And we just used like vis-a-vis wet erase markers to play on. So we played the rail games quite a bit. There's the North American Rails one too. But that one's, ironically enough, probably the easiest one to play out of all of them.
America is a lot less greeble than most of the rest of them.
Which is weird, considering the Rocky Mountains are a thing.
Yeah, but they're one big, massive chunk that just
It's
kind
off
of
to
goes
the side.
straight down. Yeah.
That is true, but everybody has to go through them because one of the main cities that you have to connect to, or one out of the two main cities that you would have to connect to are on the West Coast. Sorry, I had to think there for a second. Jesus.
it's been that kind of day.
It's been a guy. I will note, I
So
believe,
saying that everybody wants to go through Vegas.
you should have room for your card up here on the camera so they can actually
Yes, I can see,
see a little bit.
Over here.
Oh.
There you go.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah. We will do our best to entertain Nate and everybody else.
This is
This
three
is-
of our first time playing
yeah.
this game. I fully expect we're going to get the hang of it pretty quickly based on how the rules kind of grokked once we saw the map.
Look forward to seeing us make the dumbest fucking mistakes you've ever seen, turns 1 and 2.
This guy.
It's gonna be
And also, do not expect me to be a shoo-in for the win on this. I think I only ever won once against Mark and Nate. I think Nate maybe won like a handful of times. Mark usually kicked our ass.
Well, congratulations, you have a chance.
Yeah, he's been gaming and going to freaking Gen Con like practically his entire young life. If any event cards pop up in the starting opening hand of 5, I think we just discard them and we ignore those. They just kind of get burnt.
Yeah.
If the deck runs out, we just reshuffle the discard pile and it goes back in and we keep going.
Okay.
I don't
good.
think we ever actually got to that point though. Usually somebody won by the time the deck was almost empty.
That tracks.
Alright, so I'm going to grab this because what do we start with for money?
We start with 50 million. You can spend up to 20 million each turn. And the build turns, whoever goes first will build 4. And then they're also going to be the last one to build on the starting 2 rounds. So whoever, yes, you can look at those.
Okay, so that I will let me know what you spend as turns go by so that I can update our money total because that seems like an important thing to keep track of this game.
Sounds good.
Alright, never mind.
Yes, I would almost say it's just like I would only pay attention to the money once somebody is declared. It's like I'm in 7 out of the 8 cities. Start tracking.
Well, no, it's important for the people watching.
Oh,
keep track of
Do
what we're
you
doing.
without
find
upgrading your
cards?
team, you just pick 2 of the loads then?
You pick 3. You can pick 2 of the load cards to discard. You keep the other 3. So what you're going
You
to
get
want to do?
3 of the load cards.
Correct.
So,
Okay.
load cards.
You can complete.
You can.
So you know how the
deliver any of
ticket
the
cards work on Ticket to Ride.
Yeah.
You pick your ticket, and then you try to complete that track. So here,
I got you.
so for like this one, and here, I'll play mine face
and I
up.
just
here.
have to connect all of my cities.
Those get discarded.
Okay, so basically the first square
That gets
is
discarded.
where you're starting.
You're going to be starting in one of the capital cities and starting out from there.
Well, no, I mean
So-
on these two.
No, all of these
No.
are delivered.
You pick one of these 3 to complete.
Yes.
Oh,
You only complete
Yes.
one.
You've got 3 load cards, 9 choices, but you can only complete one of those 3.
Okay, so I have to
Yeah.
pick 3 of these to keep.
Correct. There are
Yes.
tactics involved in this. So, and like I said, like I was telling them, the trick to this is the lower the monetary value, the closer your load that you're picking up is going to be to the city that wants it.
Got it. You got to make the run between the cities.
Correct.
Yeah.
So Milano wants flowers. That'll score me 19 money. That'll score me 19 million. Milano's down here. The closest flowers up here in Holland. And the little icons are right next to this. There's also a handy dandy 2-way cheat sheet
Yes.
in there that will tell you that'll show all the loads and the cities they're in, and then it'll also list all the cities and what those cities offer for pickup. That was not me. God, it's even got the new paper feel too.
It really does. Okay.
And the new paper smell too. It's-
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm still not.
No.
I'm
It
still
was-
not getting it.
Give me a
So
second.
I start in one of these big cities,
correct.
and I have to.
You have to build your line so that you can
Complete a load.
pick
I-
up one of the things listed on the card and take
Okay.
it to the city.
It
That's-
does. It can be any one of these.
Yes.
It can be any. So this is the load you're going for. That's the city it has to be delivered to. That's what you get for the payment.
Okay. And it doesn't matter where I start from. Got it.
Doesn't necessarily matter where you start from, but you want to look at what load you're picking up and where it's going to try and plan that out and see if you can get some that match. So
And I can pick
Internet-
up more than one load if I've got two of them.
correct,
going to the
and
same
as long as you've got load spots on your train that you can pick up, you can pick those up and go. So I'm just gonna play with mine flat open. Typically, you would not do this. You try to keep your. I think you keep your loads secret.
No, that's not.
I doubt that you would have to, but
Correct. Wow, Cork wants tourists. No, thank you, because that involves fucking ferries and yeah.
Where's Cork?
So Cork. So are you talking about the load or are you talking about the city?
No.
Cork, the city is up in Ireland. It wants tourists, which you can pick up in London.
Well, yours wants tourists.
Yeah.
Mine wants something else. Mine wants cheese.
So your cheese for you, the closest would be Holland.
And
Wow, these are all. Actually,
I want to take a combination of
I'm
hard
going to
and
do
cheese.
that. Where's Toulouse at again? This. Nate is going to be my friend. Threadred, I know you're watching. There's going to be a. Where is this again? Where's that city again? I feel like he has gotten a chance to play this more than I have in the last God, what's it been? 2017. So that's last 8 years, 8 or 9 years.
It's not. It's not.
Glasgow's up here. I do know that much. So I do know where some of them are at.
That's
No.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we're not barbarians. We can do this.
we're gonna want this.
We can.
Yes.
All right.
ooh, this is wonderful.
I decided to keep those two.
Basically, what I've done for us is I've printed the last 4 pages of the rulebook so that we have them as quick cheat sheets.
You
Yes.
are a lifesaver.
Can you draw more of these loads later?
Yes. So once you complete one of these loads, you'll discard that card. You'll draw another one from
Oh,
the
you
stack.
can only complete one of the loads on the card.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, that's actually more important.
Yes, you can only complete one of the loads on the card. Where's Torino at? Torino's there. They want fish. Yeah, I'm just playing with my cards up. It might be easier, so then we can all kind of help each other to see what cities are where, but you don't actually technically have to tell them what you're picking up or where it's going.
All the way down.
What's fish at? This is where the cheat sheet comes in. Fish
Mhm.
is in Aberdeen, Oslo, and Porto.
Fuck,
Porto
there's
is over there.
nothing near that.
Trina.
All right, fuck you. I don't want that one at all.
What might be doing? What is also out there? Wine, Gutenberg.
Zagreb.
Zagreb is down here.
Fuck, that's
Za-
way,
Zagreb is down there.
way over there. All right, I don't like this one.
Well, you also want to look at what else is on your loads, because if you've got a load going to Zagreb and you got workers coming back.
Stuff in between.
Let's see
Okay.
here. Where the hell is Gutenberg? It sounds
Okay.
German.
Hey.
Paris is
Yeah.
right there, one of the major cities.
Oh, but it costs money to go into those. Right.
Correct.
5 mil to build.
Gutenberg is clear up there. No, thank you.
That's a,
Valencia wants potatoes. Potatoes are in Belfast. That
well, actually,
sucks.
I do. have-
Manchester wants oil. Manchester.
No, where was Rome at again? Rome is.
Rome is down here. Rome is a medium city. Wow, that card sucks. Cool. That's getting chucked. That was easy. Like, what the hell is this? Sometimes you just Firenze is down here. That's the only place you can get marble from.
That's
Oh, also, if you go to a city to pick up a load and there's no tokens of it,
Yeah.
eat shit.
Yeah, I got that part.
Yeah.
Where is all the pork? Where's the pork? Here's pork. It's got to be more pork than that.
Hogs are out there, and
Oh my
use
god,
your cheat
is that
sheet.
the only pork?
No, use your cheat sheet.
Yeah, that's why I gave.
Ham. Oh no, Warsaw is the only place you can get ham.
Fuck!
Oh my god. Right. That's why the pigs are usually so freaking expensive.
Oh. Well, that just changes this.
And that's
entirely.
fruit. So actually, that's a good idea. Slow both down.
Where is Lyon?
Lyon is. Oh my god.
There.
Right there.
Okay.
Small city at the bottom of France. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention: these tiny little yellow lines are actually the borders.
Fair enough.
So I apologize for those of you on stream. You probably won't be able to see them, but there are little yellow lines in here that show you where the country borders are at too. Milano wants.
Where's Cardiff?
Cardiff is right there.
Fuck.
Cardiff has hops and coal. I forgot Veen and coal. This one we're discarding that one because that's. Wow, 5 of those already went kapoof.
All right.
All right, I've got my 3.
You got your 3?
Got my 3. Yes, Dribbles, that is accurate. Where is this city again? I don't fucking know.
What are you? Ruhr is. Fuck. It's German. I know it is. Why can't I find it? Ruhr River Valley.
Huh. There.
Oh, it's big city.
It's yeah.
Ooh.
See and I think this is something that Nate and I, when we were learning this, is like, where's this? And we keep looking for the city, and it even happened to Mark a couple times. It's like, where the hell's the city? Oh, it's literally one of the big ones we have to go into.
Yep.
If you can cross the Ruhr River by just connecting to the city, you get to basically save yourself $2 million.
It's a good way to go.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go.
Wow, this is gonna be a. Almost down here.
Might be my best.
Also, if you're looking for Naples, Naples is Napoli.
Is this old?
That is. What is that? That's bauxite.
Is this bauxite?
Yes. Oh, that is
Where are you looking to see that?
on your cheat sheet.
Where?
Right here. So this list here
That's why I
tells you
gave
which
you the
one
cheat
are. Yeah.
No, I did it. It's iron.
Ah, so the cart with the 2 wheels is iron, the cart with 4 is coal, and then the little lump is bauxite.
Wonderfully differentiated.
If they updated this for modern,
All right.
if they updated this and all they did was just make the map bigger and
Where do I
actually
discard these?
name what these are, discard pile right there.
Go ahead and throw these in for me.
Crap.
Go,
Crappity,
Peter,
crappity,
go.
crap. It's not going to be as easy as what I thought it was. Where's Veen at again? Veen is
Austria.
down in Austria. They want shipping. Shipping to Hamburg. That's why it's 19 million.
Holy no, this is
That
perfect.
doesn't help me at all.
This is
Where's Roma's?
oh, this works out so well.
I'm glad you're
Fuck
able to-
yes.
Krakow?
Fuck yes.
I'm
Now,
that's a
glad
good
this
bit
is
of
working for someone.
Where can I turn around?
In
You go-
any city.
In
In
any city,
any city.
you can turn your train around. You just can't if you're out on the main line somewhere between cities, you can't turn
No.
around.
This is good. I have to go to a place, get some shit. All right.
Okay.
These cards suck.
Wait, so
Was there anything in the rules about discarding your cards and picking up 3? I thought there was one in there, but I don't know if that costs you your round or costs you money. I want to say it costs you the round.
Instead of taking his turn, the player may discard his entire hand and draw 3 cards.
That's what it is. It costs you your turn. So you can't if you get boned, you can do that, but just know it's going to cost you a turn. Which, in this game, if you have to do that too many times, you're probably hosed. Oh fuck! Now I remember why this route sucks so much. There's too many goddamn mountains down there. Fuck me. Well,
Oh, joy.
I think I'm screwed. Son of a bitch.
No, Tribbles, we're not adding more cities and fictional places until it's no longer Europe. That's just Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's literally just Europe.
It's just a more detailed map.
I
Yeah.
know where I'm going,
Cool.
and I'm the only one.
I know where I'm going.
I'm actually genuinely happy that you managed to get 3 load cards that seem to tie together. I just hope you have enough money to get where you're going.
No, I probably don't. Oh, right. I haven't even looked at terrain.
Shit! There it is!
Might be
See?
relevant.
Yep, that's because I'm looking at this, I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money to deliver this first load.
How much does it cost to go places?
So,
It's probably
into 1 mile, the small milepost costs 1 to build to.
1 million. All right, I will add this up.
Small mountains
Yeah.
cost 2 million. Big mountains cost 5 million. Small cities and medium cities cost 3 million. Big cities cost you 5.
Okay.
Where it comes to waterways, crossing a river is 2 million extra on top of the cost of whatever milepost you're building to.
2 million for a river. God, fuck.
It is 3 million to cross inlets. So like this here, this would be an inlet,
All right.
or water, or like lakes. So this is a lake.
Once I've laid the track, if I'm going back through, do I still have to spend the money on it?
No.
You only spend money to build your track.
Then I could still. I might be able to do this.
Think of it. Think of it this
I
way:
just have to do some math.
once you build your track, it's done. You don't have to ever touch it again.
You do need to start building.
And I can
from
only
a
spend
major
20.
city.
Yes.
No, that's fine. I know where I'm starting.
So you can only spend up to 20 million per turn. You have to start from one of the major cities.
Plan.
Well, it's probably not a good plan, but it's a plan.
50-50.
Oh shit!
You know what? I'm gonna have to cross a river and a mountain no matter what I do. So fuck it. All right, straight line.
Okay, so,
Here we go.
So I guess my next question.
That's a bold
then,
move, Cotton. We'll
do
see
we
if it
have
pays off.
passive income that we get each turn, or are we
Nope.
just fucked?
You were just fucked.
So
You
what happens if you're
can't
just
do
stranded
that.
between cities and you can't complete your route? So you're just out of the game.
You have to discard.
you have to
and go
discard
to
your
the-
you have to discard your cards and draw it in hand.
Yep.
That
But you
costs you
don't-
your turn.
But you don't get any money.
No.
No.
Right.
So
No,
you
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 don't
get a
stop.
chance
When you
to
do no
get a
work, you
route
get
where
no
you
money.
can actually
Yeah.
finish.
What?
You basically have to finish for a route. You
So
can
it is possible to be out of the game.
effectively, yes.
Yeah.
Effectively, yes. Have I ever seen it in all my times playing this? No. There's almost always a way out. It just might take you a while.
It might take a while and suck.
Yes, it might take a while and suck, but there's almost always a way out. Because you either have enough money to rent a line for 1 turn or maybe 2 to get by
Also, hi Kronos.
in order to complete a load and then get back off their line.
Okay, so when
But
do
it
we
can be
pick
done.
where we're starting?
So,
I believe
That
we
is-
should figure out who's going first.
yep, we're gonna have to roll Sir Chonkers for that. So whoever goes first gets to draw once, and then they have to wait until everybody else is drawn twice.
Yep.
The second player draws once. They have to wait for the last 2. The last person draws twice in a row.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it goes around.
We're
It's
forbidden
Settlers
from
of the
spending
Towns.
more than 20 million at a time.
Correct.
In these first 2 turns, and then after that, it's turn.
34.
That was a piss poor showing. I am so hosed on this. What else is there?
38 is slightly better than 34.
Wow,
I'm shaking.
that is so many mountains. Okay. You got a 98.
Jesus, man.
Fucking Christ.
So-
Apparently, I really wanted to
So
go.
what do I?
I'm looking for
Going last can be very good.
I was gonna say.
31.
Okay, so.
So-
first.
I'm going second to last. Not bad.
All right.
Nate's going last, which is actually probably a good
Very
thing for him.
When I complete a load, I get to draw a new card too. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Once you complete a load, you discard it and you draw it. Yes.
So, do we now?
Now,
Do we
I-
put?
all right,
Or
I was
we
gonna say,
start?
I'm heading here first.
when
Can
we
I pick
go?
up both of those things
You can.
if I have space in my train,
yes.
and I
Yes,
can
space.
dump things that I don't want later?
You
Okay,
can dump things you don't want later
if I'm in a city,
if you're in a city.
got it.
So, yeah.
Your
basically,
your
you
starting
pick-
line has to come out of any one
I'm
of the
starting
8
Madrid.
major
Right, I
cities.
understand.
I am starting in Madrid. Don't
I'm
fuck it up.
starting-
You.
Most of my shit goes into Madrid.
Ah, I hate
I'm
you so
starting in
much right now.
You're done.
Well, no, I'm starting in London.
He needs to figure out where he's drawing.
I may just be fucking hosed.
Okay,
You want to figure out where you want to figure out where you're drawing from first.
gotcha.
So once you figure out where you're drawing from, just leave your token off,
Now, do you
and then
have to
when your
pay for the
turns,
first point, or you're paying for the first point you connect to?
pay to the first point you are connecting to.
Yay!
So-
that saves me $1 million.
So essentially, your first turn, you get to skip paying 5 million for one of the major cities.
Right.
Nice.
Super hot with that idea.
Yeah.
Not upset.
Neither of these load cards are
I will
good.
be back. You're gonna take.
Where in the
Yes.
Where in the fuck is? Jesus Christ. Cardiff, Krakow, or Wroclaw? Wroclaw's over there. Where's Krakow at?
East.
East further?
I believe so. Yeah.
Cardiff? Fuck! God damn it! Son of a...
Game hasn't even started. It's already fucked himself.
All right.
Nate's probably sitting there going, yep, that's familiar. Well, I'm host.
Oh, this is not gonna go well. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
So two.
Right, but I thought it was 2 when you went into the mountains.
It is.
After that, you.
Every single milepost that you build into,
Yeah.
you pay for that milepost.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's calculated by mile.
It's calculated by mileposts. So we might. Do we have any maps or anything?
I've got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me redo that then, because I did that because I thought you got to save if you stayed in the.
Also,
If you're gonna fuck it up, now is the
yeah,
time
if you're gonna fuck it up, now's the time. Also, I will just give this as a hint. Oftentimes, if there's a city between you and where you're going, just connect to it. If it is relatively close to where you're building, just save yourself the headache later and just connect to it.
Oh, for random cities.
How much
Yes.
does it cost to connect into a? Oh, this
So-
is 3 million for the cities.
so
Yeah.
because
one,
squares.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Mhm.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Or if you're just gonna chain clear up through them,
I might as well just grab it.
1, 2,
You can probably answer
5,
this, Fuzzy.
6,
Yeah.
7,
You
10,
can cross over some
12,
tracks
14,
to connect to a
15,
dot, but you can't
17,
Right.
18,
You can't
19,
share the same.
shape. Okay.
and then you would have 2 options. You can stop there, or you can go 20 here. Just know that this inlet here is going to cost you an extra 3 million. So going from here to there is going to be 4.
So it's
But you connect into Birmingham, Manchester, and Newcastle, so right away you have access to steel,
Question.
iron, China.
If you dump a resource in a city because you don't want the load anymore, does that stay in that city?
Nope.
Okay. It's
The,
just
the
waste.
populace
It's waste.
consume it.
The populace consume.
It matters.
Honest-
I could leave crap behind for later.
No, that will
Would,
not work.
would be convenient, but also holy shit with the bookkeeping. of
okay.
that game.
So that looks like 19 mil if I've done my math right.
1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14, 15,
Do we
18,
start with
17,
40 or
18,
50?
19, 20.
Okay, so it is
2, 5, 6, 7, 10,
No.
11, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
okay. Yeah, so it is 20.
Yeah, your math is right.
So I was wrong, but it's still within the rules.
Not completely on the points, but it's close enough.
I'm trying. I will endeavor to fix that a little bit now that I am.
Sometimes I have seen some people who've been absolute freaking mad lads
Why is he
and
on?
upgrade a train in one of their starting
I'm making
turns.
sure that it's actually connecting to the points you can see.
Oh, I
where
see.
I'm at.
Yeah. Very rarely, but sometimes I've
Yeah,
seen
you can
people be crazy and upgrade their train on one of the starting turns. I don't know why in the hell would you ever want to do that, but you must have had a
How
starting
much does
guy.
it cost to upgrade a train?
20 million.
20.
Are you
Yep.
picking anything up?
He can't. This
I didn't go
the
any
first
further
two.
than
The first two turns are strictly build, so that's why we don't put the markers on until we're done with the first two turns.
All right, let's see. I had this planned out. I know I wanted to go there,
I'm going to hit you.
and I'm just crossing through this fucker.
So 1, 2, 3.
And then I think I wanted to go this way.
I'm going to hit you.
It's not my fault.
Fuck you. Yes, it is. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, going
Yeah,
back and
I'm
kind
good
of
so
coloring the pattern actually helps a fair bit.
So 1,
Yeah.
It
2,
should be
3,
17
4,
million.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16.
Only
I do
16?
like how
Yes.
apparently
Cool,
they're-
bonus million.
I do like how they're apparently just.
Do you
shitting
wish
all
to
over
spend
each
your
other's
last
plans,
4
and then we're both just gonna have our
for
points.
further track?
Oh, because I can keep spending.
You can spend
keep
up to
spending.
20 million per turn
Then-
building track.
Yes, I absolutely do. Does it have to connect off of this, or can it go in another direction?
You can go in another direction,
Fucking yes.
but it has to technically connect to either a
got 4
city
million
or your
more.
main track.
And this is if I'm connecting to
Two.
this,
That is 2,
2, 3.
3, and you're done.
Go up here.
I'm going to hit you.
I know it's bad for you.
You son of a bitch.
I'll just take the remaining million.
It's
I'll
2 goddamn weeks in a row he's pulled this
I'll
shit.
take it as change. I'll take $1 million and change. It's fine.
Going to hit him.
Well,
So
congratulations.
apparently being a butthole
God
fun, which
damn it.
No, mine lined up with Madrid.
I'm going to fucking hit you.
I had a lot of Madridness in my
Yeah.
in my space.
What?
See, there's plenty of land. Look at you. Look at you go.
Look, I'm just gonna bifurcate Britain. It's fine.
I'm
That's
also
actually
good.
that usually happens. This is not working. That
Do we have
marker's
another color?
dead, Jim.
Do you have any more?
Yeah, I got more markers.
Yeah,
Okay,
that marker's dead, Jim.
Problem
This
solved.
one's not working.
Nope, it's dead.
working a tiny bit. It looks like, but
It worked
Yeah.
for like half an inch, and that was it.
oh,
If
wow,
you
yeah.
if you leave it capped down,
That's what she
it might get better. It might have just been stored at a bad angle for a long time.
Possibly. Yeah.
My wife figured that out when all of her dry erase markers.
Any other wet erase markers in here?
And I was like,
Are there any other wet erase markers in any of these trays?
This is empty. No,
Try
thank you.
this blue one.
Hey,
This one will work.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey.
One, two,
Very colorful.
that's a
Three.
nice blue.
There we go.
And this actually does show up on the
Four.
map.
Yeah, I'm real happy that the Lancer
5,
solution
6.
is also a good Eurorails
It's-
solution.
You know what? I think my lines might need to be. a
I'm
little thicker.
going to hit you.
That's what I've been doing. Is I
You
after my
can stick it
turn,
up
once I'm done
to
drawing,
nine.
I then go in.
He's adding.
9,
We're talking over him, and I think it's interfering with his math.
9.
Talk louder.
I'm going to hit you both. 9. Fucking Tajau River. Or the I don't even have. The Tahoe River?
I
Think
don't
that
know.
is? Spain?
Pain.
T-A-G-
yeah.
T-A-J-O?
That's the Tahoe
Tahoe?
River. They're using a lot of the foreign pronunciations.
Rumba, fuck. That was
Oh,
9.
did my train's not actually there yet, or no?
Did we put the trains on after the first 2 turns?
Okay.
Yeah, we're building right now, so we have places to send. our
God
trains.
damn it. Callahan, you.
You mean whore?
You can be both.
You're a prick.
Yes.
Word it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Braden gets me.
I do. I know what you're about.
Callahan, you piece of
Now, what are these little lines?
Country board.
That probably matters,
Nice.
right? Oh, it doesn't. It's just
Yes.
signifying that Spain stopped.
That's I did that wrong. God damn it.
Yay!
Um,
It's already drawn in there. Too late. I take backsies.
I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah, if
No,
you need to beat
no,
him to
I'm gonna
death,
hit him in his stupid face.
I'll lie to a cop. About that.
I get it. Yeah.
yeah, just go grab a.
We should.
I'm just
Wasn't
grabbing,
me. It was Braden.
Yeah, we really should have some eraser things here.
Well, I'm just
It
kidding.
seems like they're gonna be.
I'm wetting a paper towel when I need to do an erase. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
Gonna hit him. Get out of the way.
Jackass. You will miss this putt. Jackass.
Right in my head.
And now,
No.
everyone, a moment of silence for the sacred mathematics.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I
10,
probably should
11,
look at where
12.
some of the rest of
Oh, you wanted to go there
12.
too.
Yeah, you dumb nut.
I'm sorry.
Gonna hit him.
17, I believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, that was fine.
Can't you just pay me to use my rail?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
theoretically,
8,
but I'm pretty
9,
sure
10,
he'd hit you.
11,
12, 13,
14, 15, 16. So I saved a mill going that way. So I'm at, what'd you say, 16?
16 mil. Got 4 mil to spend.
Toulouse and Nance. Toulouse and Nance. Toulouse is there. Nance is up here.
I should probably look at the map and see if there are other places I can go now that I understand what I've done to myself with this particular selection. of places.
What did you say? I have 4 mil to go?
4 mil.
Shit. Yeah, that's stupid reverse. Oh, you just have a blow up the map there for you.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
not
he is-
super clear, but
Because he is LeBlind, which is
Well,
fine.
no,
it's also
That-
upside down.
Oh, yeah. That definitely didn't help when we were playing, because usually we'd have it facing Mark, and Nate and I would be on the side, so I was always playing it
and I spoke
from
with you,
the viewpoint of Russia.
and it's like Ticket to Ride. If you play it enough, you just know where the shit
Yeah, you know where the shit is, but this is a whole different kettle of fish than Ticket to Ride. I really want
Big
to save
Mountain
myself money.
5? The Big Mountain 5?
Oh, yeah, building in the Alps sucks.
Yeah.
Especially if you cross the river into the Alps.
I gotta go through a lot of Alps. This is gonna get nasty.
You can just
Oh my
use
God.
my rail.
I might have to. It'd probably be cheaper than
Jesus.
building my own.
You know what? Fuck it. 1, 2, 3, and we're just gonna do 19 and call it done.
All right.
That's highly inefficient, but whatever. It's close enough. Okay, so now Nate, you take your 2 turns at the same time. Then I go. Then he builds.
Settle the Catan rules.
He finishes building last, and then we start just going around the table.
Cool.
I
Now, is it
might be
easier
host.
to go here? Nope. But why is Madrid blocked off by mountains?
Because it's in Spain.
Geography.
It's called, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's called geography.
He's starting in Milano. Oh, fuck.
11, 12, 15,
Oh,
14.
fuck!
15, 15,
Oh.
16, 17.
All
Because
of
that's
my
city.
plan
Yep,
just went-
that's 17.
I needed that entire run.
Well, just pay it.
I was gonna make it.
You
to
can
the-
write it.
How much is it?
4 million per turn.
Oh,
You can move up to speed 9. So,
respectable.
yes. Well,
3,
Depends.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it cost me 8 million.
yes. So take whatever load you're delivering, subtract 8 million off it because you have to get
And
back
it
off the
still
line.
might be worth it. Right. Oh, you have to get back off.
You have to get back off the line.
So it costs. Right, it's 8 million there and 8 million back.
Yep. So it's a total of 16 million for that delivery.
That's a lot.
So that's me at 17 mil, yeah?
Yep. Like I said, if you can swing it, try to spend all of your money each on your build turns.
I'm doing what I can here because I'm beginning to catch the cut of the jib of how this works.
Yeah, this is.
You see what I mentioned about this having an element of strategy in it that Ticket to Ride just
there
plain
ain't-
doesn't?
Oh,
There
ugly.
ain't just an element. This is much denser than Ticket to Ride when it comes to strategic.
So
depth.
much more horrible.
In
and
all the best ways.
dickish because I think
I
your
should
lines
start
can
adding up. I should start adding up.
your lines can cross, but you can't you can't connect the same two mileposts, so it's first come, first serve between the mileposts.
Right.
All right, so that's 20 from my first.
You're going clear to Nape? Wow, wow, you got tobacco loads? Fuck. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Everything free.
No, this is how Mark won a bunch of times. And how Nate and I attempted to win, but we always wound up getting hosed on the cards. Mark would pick up he'd get luckiest crap with the cards whenever he pulled that shit. He'd get tobacco and marble deliveries, and he'd just like, cool, I'm starting down here. Tobacco, please. Do. Marble, please. Here we go.
19.
Did you count that as 5?
Yeah, I'm at 19.
Oof. Wait, do I have to go that direction?
What was the...
Wow,
you
that's,
fucking dick.
that's gonna suck for everyone who has to go to Italy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes me feel real good about being
Well,
in Britain,
that
the
was-
exact opposite end from Italy.
Depending on the cards, Milano and Italy might just be dead to me.
You know, except for the part where
Napoli's
you
here.
have to.
If you have
connect
1
to
million
stuff.
left, you need to get out of Naples. There's one more route here. You can get 1, 2, 3.
I
4, 5,
think
6.
That might be the way to go.
Yep. So one more would net you there, and then you'd only need 5 mil to get into Naples.
All right. And that was my 20 mil. PJ, proceed.
So you've spent 40 mil.
Yep. He has maximized his stretch as much
40
as
mil
as much
down
as he
and
can.
2 loads guaranteed. That will net me a total of 30 mil right off the fucking bat.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be quite that fortunate.
Not even me.
What the hell do you
not
have?
Even close. I'm gonna get 8. 8 off the
Middle.
bat.
The middle two? You're picking up wheat and taking it to friends and cars to run. Wow.
Yeah, he's got.
I
He's
put,
got-
Oh,
I
fuck.
put
You
both
got
of those
really.
instantly.
God, you got a really good starter.
I fucking did. I really fucking did.
Shit. I've got to get flowers to Milano. Jesus
It's
Christ.
gonna suck ass.
Yep, you're not shitting. You know what? I'm gonna try to make it to Toulouse. I don't know that I'm going to have the money on the first round to do that. I'm going to hopefully fuck him over. So that's 2,
Oh, almost undoubtedly.
3, 4,
Hey, welcome in, Synod.
5,
Oh,
6,
hello.
We're
7.
playing some Eurorails. Exclamation
6, 7.
Eurorails in chat, or check the sticky if you're on Twitch, and you'll be able to see the rules. We are basically in the first couple turns of the game, which works in kind of a snake pattern like Settlers of Catan, where we are building railroads out, and then we will actually get to the game proper.
9, 10,
We are
15, 20.
trying to complete routes
Fuck.
to make money, kind of like Ticket to Ride's ticket system.
Only much, much worse.
Well, you have more options.
Because you have to worry
but
about your
You have
loads.
to worry about the crops you're moving and things like that. So
God, that is so expensive. Is there any way I can drop that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17. Shit.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Fuck.
There's gonna be a lot of conflict
1, 2,
for us.
I was gonna say, I feel like I'm doing great.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm gonna be real
14,
unhappy when
15,
I have to connect
16.
to those cities down there. But until then,
19.
Says you have to.
the end of the game does, in that I have to be connected to 7 of
So
the
we're gonna
8
go-
big ones on the map.
That's
Oh, you
20.
do.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
In order to declare victory, you have to be able to connect
Okay.
to 7 of the 8.
Well, that changes as well. What and 250 million.
And 250 million.
Oh,
That is the
actually,
win
it has to
con for
go
the
up
game.
that way.
So while I've
I
got
did
the
that wrong.
north in pretty good lockdown, it's going to get busy up here eventually.
The Transalpine Railway shall rule all.
Mm.
Yes. It's okay, you can have Britain. Don't want to be there. It sucks.
You got that nice mountain pass. That was nice for you.
Yep.
Damn it. Man, I was gonna go that way.
So, too bad, so sad.
All right. That's all right. I got another way around.
So
Uh,
that's my 20.
So we put a piece of clear plastic over the game board, and we're
Yeah.
using wet erase markers with it.
Yeah, because I haven't been able to get a a laminated blow up of this. So, yep,
All right. I'm gonna leave this one unconnected so that I can recount.
you cannot do that.
Well,
You
so I
have
can recount
Oh,
because I might need to remath things. So I'm going to
Sure.
connect that, but not draw it for now.
Yes,
That's
it's what we've
one,
been using for
two.
our Lancer RPG campaign on the playmats to draw terrain. And as it happens, it works really well for this. And it actually shows up very nicely. I'm very happy with it. I think this will be pretty easy to follow along with overall.
That's 2, right?
8.
So that's 1. Okay, so 8.
And you spend your
so
20 mil.
including your river,
Yeah.
that's going to be
You do.
10 total. You were 10
Wait,
million.
I crossed. Oh, right.
Yep.
Wait.
1, 2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
8.
Going into a small or medium city costs
Oh,
3.
3, 10. That's
Yep.
much worse. Okay.
You have 10 mil left, right, PJ?
Yes. No, I have 11 million left.
11 mil left?
Yep.
I'm keeping track just so that people can see what we're doing.
Fuck you, but also congratulations for probably getting the best way to get into Milano and out of Milano and through the Alps
10's an easy number.
in the game.
It's okay, I've got to make it worse. I've just
Why
accepted
are you
I'm gonna
like
pay
this?
them to deal with it.
Because I love you.
Don't believe you.
You shouldn't. I'm a known fucking liar.
3, 4.
Why are you like
You need
this?
something big laminated, I know, guy. Ooh. I might take you up on that at some point. That's good. That's a good person to know.
Yeah.
We have things that would be very well qualified for this.
Yep.
8.
Oh damn, he going on a trip.
9, 10, 11.
But I can't do that because that would take me to 21 million.
It's almost like I've never heard of clear contact paper.
Oh, yeah.
It's exactly like that, Tribs.
Yep.
What is clear contact paper?
You want to know why? You want to?
9. Or maybe I should go to Bordeaux.
Do you have to get through to Toulouse or Bordeaux?
Neither. I have to get to Naples.
Get fucked. Hope you enjoyed paying Nathan.
I'm going to give you a bit of advice. Going through Toulouse will net you generally, on average, more money because there are less places to get wheat. There are 4 different places to get wine. There's only 2 places to get wheat.
Yeah,
Toulouse
Lyon
is
and Toulouse are the only two that.
Those are the only 2 that have wheat.
3, 4, 6.
So if you go through Toulouse, your next best bet to get into Milano, honestly, is probably going up to Paris and then jaunting down through Bern and then trying to cut through that way.
Give me $1 million.
1
And I
million.
have 12 million left.
Oh, yes. All right, Braden, are you ready to seal your control
Now.
of Britannia?
I'm assuming both of us are going to wind up starting in Seville.
How much money did you spend, Kellyanne?
Oh, we can just choose. I have a total of 12 million left.
As long as you are starting in a city.
Oh, well then, yeah, I want to start there. Actually, I don't know that I do.
I do.
So I can complete one of my short ones and possibly pick up another better route.
Goody gumdrops for you.
So I think I want to start in Bilbao. But I might be
Bilbao,
but I might be
or as we called it, Bilbo.
I might be doing things wrong because I don't know how often I get to do I get to do my full movement, or once I hit a city do I stop?
Full move.
You can always do your full movement. The only time you cannot is if you do not use up your full. No, if you do not use up your full movement going onto a ferryway, your movement immediately stops.
Okay.
Next turn, you start at the opposite one, but you are reduced to half speed.
Okay.
Now, I can fork off of my pets, correct?
Correct.
And when do you build trains? Every turn or rails?
So you start off, you'll do your movement,
Uh-huh.
and then I think you build first, and then you do your movement.
No, it is movement, then you do your building.
Ah. So, Nate, we were doing it wrong for a number of years. And apparently Mark was doing it wrong too. Movement first, then we build.
Probably worth double checking in the rules, but I'm like 90% sure that's it.
Okay, it'll give me more money for making the rails. And you're still limited to 20 million a turn after that?
You're still limited to 20 million a turn.
Take that. So it's gonna be
You are correct.
2, 4, 5.
You operate your train by moving, loading, and unloading the train, paying track
So
use
5.
fees, and collecting payoffs. Second, you can spend up to 20 million per turn either to build track or upgrade your train.
And then do we have to pay to leave the city again if we leave from the city again?
If you were leaving from the city, you do not. The only time you calculate how much you pay is when you go into a milepost.
Okay.
Now, if you're in a city like Naples, can you take 2 tobacco?
Yes.
Okay,
As long as there's 2
you have
tobacco,
room in your load.
as long as you have room in your train and there are enough of that item
Resources in the
resources to have.
Okay.
Tobacco, there is. Where's the little tobacco? There are
Just
three.
Naples.
There are 3 of them available.
So that's... So expensive.
If you
I
only-
think we're gonna stop fighting in just a moment.
if you only need it once, it genuinely might be better to just pay for my railroad.
Always
I'm thinking
try.
about it because I can
Maybe.
actually get.
If you only need it once and you plan to never go down.
Correct. And you
I love
always want to.
project-
It'll
back.
cost me 16 million to use it, but I
Yeah.
think I can pick up like 60 million.
That's a real fucking good trade-off.
You want to be completing loads while you're doing this in order to try
That's-
to build out
that's
a
what I'm
rail
talking
network.
about.
That's the catch.
But the only yeah, as I say, the problem is I'm not building any rails
Correct.
till I get my monies. All right, so let's see.
What are you trying to calculate, Braden?
I have 5 million left to spend.
Which direction do you wish to go? Or which direction in the map do you have to go?
At the moment, I'm looking to go east. There are lots of ways to go east. All of them are expensive.
So if you're going east, my recommendation is to literally come out of Dover and Calais, because then you can easily pop into Brussels and Antwerpen at your leisure, because then you got not only get chocolate and shipping, but you can easily connect to Holland, because crossing this, even though you're going over two rivers, it's still only 2 million.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And
then I can
Holland
just leave
also
from
has
Holland.
cheese and flowers, and you can just go
River.
boop right over to Ruhr and then keep going east.
Yeah, I think that's
So
the other option I was considering. Was is it worth just cutting over here?
What's
But
the
I want
difference
this
between a
crops
circle and a square for cost of going in?
you can only have 2 people
So
into a circle. You
this-
can only have 3 people into a
Where do
square.
I pay for
Cost
this
is-
channel?
So you build
you-
one. Building into that is 4. So because the cost there is 4, and then you come out 5, 6, 7. I believe is how that works.
Well, I only have 5, so
So you can
I can literally
You
just
can
Oh,
build a
you can
branch
build
line
it.
out there, and that's actually, yeah, you can build into the ferry port. Just remember that you have paid for the ferry, and then on your next build turn, you're going to come out from Calais.
okay.
Now, since he has done that, only one other of us can build into Calais and come out of Dover, or vice versa.
Yep.
The ferries are treated like small cities. You can only have 2 players in each.
And then I did also go and grab a little side quest city for myself for funsies.
Correct. However, catch. Since there's 4 of us, we can only ever have our lines connected into 3 ferry ports at any one given time, because everybody has a right to at least build into one of the English Channel ferryways. You cannot block a player from doing that,
sure.
because otherwise that's a massive tactical advantage, because then literally the only other way to get up to there is going clear up here and paying 16 for that.
It prevents fuck you.
Yes.
Which I'm tempted to do
I
at some
don't
point
have
when I'm a
enough money to
gazillionaire
make
anyway,
it to
because I am already there.
Potentially worth it?
It's not worth it right now, but I mean, 16 million is a
Questionable.
lot right now.
Yes.
Okay, where do I need to titrate?
So you can start in any city that your line is connected to.
I would like. to
Like me,
start-
I'm starting out in Sevilla.
Okay, so I'm gonna start in.
You're starting in Aberdeen. Are you picking up fish, oil, or both?
I'm picking up fishies. I'm checking to see if oil is.
Nate,
worth
you're gonna
picking.
probably have to help me out. He's picking up fish and potential oil.
I'm looking to see if oil is helpful.
Fish is right there.
I might take.
When in doubt, it's never a bad idea to take both, because remember, picking it, like exchanging out one load for another, is basically a free action as long as you were in a city.
Yep.
And that city offers something in exchange.
Costs no movement.
Yep.
pick up, deliver, and dump.
The people working in these rail yards must be fast as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Probably not. That is going to be a fucking problem.
Make it to Marseille, I suppose, but that's just bauxite. I don't know how.
Marseille?
So, yeah.
Where's Marseille at? Marseille's down here. Bauxite. Bauxite's at 3, so it's
Okay,
kind of a.
easy
But there's only 2 places you can get it: Marseille and
Can you hop
Budapest.
over these?
No,
Why do they have things on them?
because that's literally why the map. That's
They
literally
printed
just the
the
way they
map.
printed the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geography.
Yes. They're literally just there for.
Got it. Got it.
It would be very funny if you had to take 2 ferries to one extremely rare resource, and if you don't get there, you're just fucked.
It honestly would not surprise me if they had an Italian rails and Sicily and Sardinia and this one island I can't fucking remember the name of is part of that, and there's just ferries between them.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me if they did.
Geograph has a lot.
PJ, where's that city you can't find?
What's the name?
Here?
Wine.
Wien? Wien's right here. It's a major city.
Oh, it's all the way over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's more wine over here in Spain.
That was one of the things that we did find was funny. Wien does have wine. Wien has vine,
It do.
or wine is in
Fucking
Wien.
do.
Labor.
Workers, yeah, workers are down in Sarajevo and Belgrade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take both for now, with the understanding that I may don't.
Never a bad call.
Yeah,
So
Did
because
you
I can pass through cities.
Did you upgrade
Correct.
your train?
no,
No,
you
I
could
have
start off
taken
holding 2 loads.
2 loads. I've got the.
Oh, I saw one in the middle.
So go ahead and you can move up to 9. And your milepost count is the number of movement. So you just count your mileposts.
You know what? I'm just gonna have to.
You're starting out in Bilbao. You can pick up sheep.
I thought those were cows.
Nope. Cattle's up here in Nance.
Oh, that's alright. I wanted a sheep.
Sheep for the sheep god.
You desire sheep?
Do you wish one or
sheep
two?
or 2 sheep?
Just the one.
1 sheep.
Now
Make your
what?
movement.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I cash this in. Then
Do
keep
you
moving.
have a delivery?
Yeah.
Yep, you can get it. Million.
Can I keep moving or no?
Yeah.
No. This is free. What happens if we both want to stop on this square?
You can.
Oh wait, that's my line. It would never happen because he can't be on my line.
Correct.
Could happen
But
if
any
you paid to be on.
but anything that's like in the cities, we can occupy the same space.
Okay.
Oh,
they miscut
sorry,
this
Braden. Yeah, they miscut that one. I forgot to mention after you finish your movement, picking up your loads and dropping them off, paying rent and all that stuff. The last step of your turn is building. So you do still have 10 million left that you can use to build with.
Oh,
Oh right, I can build as well.
Yeah.
Oh, do I get to draw another card now, Roll? Right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's these.
Yep.
Please be good.
okay. And
Fuck!
I can basically build whatever I like.
Yes. So you're coming out of Calais.
It's
So you
It's
can
all
start at the end
way
of where
the
your
fuck
track
out.
is at,
like
or off a major city.
Oh, I can build off of either.
Like-
I believe it's
I'm
off.
fucking Stockholm. You know,
Let
like,
me double check.
That's important.
where's the other one? Vine, nowhere near that. Smack it in there.
Wait.
And Aarhus. Aarhus. Sounds German. Nope, it's Swedish. Yeah, these suck. Okay. These are all northeast. And how do I discard a hand?
Beginning construction. A player may build track from any major city milepost or from any milepost to which the player has already built track.
Okay, so
A player may not build more than 2 track sections from major city mileposts during one turn.
Okay, gotcha.
No track may be built within the red area of a major city because that's counted as track for everybody. So yeah, so when I did this, I came out of Madrid this way and then I went out one. That was my 2 out of one major city in a single turn. I would not have been able to do more
You
than
can't
that.
do more than that, but not in the same turn. Or not at all.
You could do that. You can do that, but you cannot block off a major city for other players by just building track like
Just-
a
Okay,
jackass.
so
Right.
if I were to
Because
build out
you
of Holland,
eliminate
for
the
example, here
Correct.
and go 2 million, 5 million.
So you go 1 million, 2, 3,
Right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Which was
So basically, yeah, you could go from Holland down to Antwerp and then connect that to Calais.
yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Correct. Because you're already in the ferry. You're basically coming out the
When
ferry.
you use your turn to discard your hand, you have
Don't.
to discard everything, or can you keep some?
You spend your entire turn to
You burn it all.
burn it all.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure
Also-
I'm
If you've
connected.
got shit you
The
want
ferry
to
is
do,
counted
do that.
as.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just coloring it in just so that I knew I could.
I mean, you're in both, so that's you count that as connected.
Cool. Good talk.
Because there's probably going to be at least one other person that goes from Dover to Calais.
Yeah.
So markers don't really mix well on top of each other.
No, I get that. Okay, so that's my turn then, and here is my last $10 million. I am now.
Congratulations.
Oh,
I hope you have
You're
loads
gonna
that you can complete.
So,
Okay.
I have at least one.
do I want to build?
Do you want to build? You can say no.
No, I'm gonna go to.
I-
I'm almost here, so.
Can't genuinely tell you it's a good thing to say
2,
no.
3, 6.
I'm investing in this railroad.
And do I
Scruffy
want to go
believes
in
in
this?
this.
So Toulouse is now locked out for you two. If you have any loads to pick up or deliver in Toulouse, you're gonna have to rent one of our lines.
Thank God. You know what?
Movement is important, so how you draw your line is important too.
I know it sucks so bad. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay.
14,
16.
15, 16.
And to go. 17, 18. I can't go here, right? Because he already took that. I would have
Correct.
to cross this river.
Yep.
All right, I'll stop there.
All right, so
Is that-
18.
Was it 18?
Yep.
Okay. I still have money left. Fuck
That's
you
all.
guys. I'm not broke, Braden. I still have $2 million.
How much were you at when you were there?
It took me 6 to get into here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
13,
13.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Really?
So it will cost you the.
I think you're,
It'll
CJ, I
co-
think you're offset. But
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 3.
Correct.
I don't have to.
that
But
was-
it does get me closer.
Yeah. I'm gonna help you guys out with the movement.
Yeah.
It
which I
gets you.
appreciate.
It gets you back to
It gets me
Lyon.
within 1.
It gets you within 1
he's
and
right.
saves you money.
Yeah, he's right. I don't have to cross the second river to get
Correct.
in there.
You don't have to cross the second river
Oh.
to get in there.
Okay, I see. You're
So so instead of crossing the Rhone, he just goes through the mountains along the side and gets to within 1 of Lyon, which when he connects into Lyon, it's gonna it'll lock Lyon out for Braden and I, and we just get fucked.
And that was still 18, right?
Correct. That was still 18. So Galahad's now broke.
No, I have 2 million left. Man. I'm
You still have 2 million left?
swinging into
Oh
it.
right,
I needed
that's
3.
that's right. you need 3. Didn't quite have it.
It's okay. You got to spend money to make money.
That is true. That's the name of this game. I'm going to pick up cork and fruit. So the cork is literally a sugar.
Oh, perfect.
That's a cup.
I think
Cork's
that is
that.
right.
And then fruit is the one middle. That one right there. Yep.
Just exactly my movement to get to where I need to go.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm sitting right there. Good deal. I need to get to Nance for the fruit delivery. This is going to suck.
Where's Nance?
Up here. So I've got to fucking cross the Loire River. Or the Loire.
You already crossed it?
Congrats on the catch. Trip.
Loire.
Oh, no, you didn't.
What
Oh.
I can't speak French. Fuck, how do I want to do
What'd
this?
you say?
I was just congratulating Tribs on a Pokemon catch.
How do I...
Okay, so
Without screwing myself over.
That is always the question.
I like this game a lot. It has a pretty
think
steep
I-
learning curve, but once you're there,
Fuck
Yeah, I'm
you.
already there.
Shit.
The problem is that it
You
was
think you're there, and then it's
no,
gonna
it was a
bite
massive
you in the ass.
logic grasp of me being
Oh.
fucked. like it's like
You
I'm
did-
like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
There it is.
You know, like- right. There's this moment of brief excitement, and then you're just like,
Oh shit.
shit.
Yeah.
And no matter how
Everything's locked out now.
Yep, and no matter how many times I've played this game, that feeling always washes over me. I'm like, yes, I managed to do it. Oh shit. I got 11. I gotta get a Nance. I can't divert to Paris. How much am I gonna get to Goose? That's 26. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Into barony.
9, 10, 11,
Doesn't have any
12,
terms,
13,
I
14.
did. I threw those away because I didn't understand how this game was going to fucking work. And I didn't have nearly enough money to get out of the tobacco that I thought I would.
That's
One.
very unfortunate.
2,
I don't even think I have enough money to rent your allowance to get out.
1,
Right? Like, I'm going to have to wipe these out. So my whole initial plan
Two.
was
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
You
8,
know, like-
9, 10, 11, 11.
that money does not go very far.
It really doesn't, especially when you're building in fucking mountains. And especially when you're building
Yeah, I just
into
promised
mountains and
you.
going over lakes.
Yeah. How much are
One.
lakes?
Lakes are 3, in addition to the milepost you're building into.
So if you build over a lake into a mountain, just get fucked.
Yeah, you get 5. So this crossing right here from this Alp to that Alp, that's 7. It's 5 for the Alp and 2 for the river.
But you went from one oh I see. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I say, but you went from one out to another out.
It's fucking
It's
expensive.
actually 12. It's,
If you're already in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
getting cattle.
So, if I do that,
Oh,
it's not gonna do
that's
that.
right. All that
Shit. Fuck.
I can't.
Fuck. 1, 2, 3,
This is stupid.
4,
You're stupid.
I don't even know why you like this game.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
I don't
10,
like this game.
11. I think that's what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, you can start from a major city and reconnect.
Any major city.
I believe you can.
Oh,
Or is that only?
Yeah.
Or is that only start?
it's just
Or
not
any major
advantageous to me to
because
do so.
I could have, but I wouldn't have it.
Yeah. No, that's correct.
I still
So
just have one track.
that's the catch. You only have one train.
Yep.
So
You have tracks up there. But
Yeah.
it doesn't do you any fucking good. You reconnect.
So it's kind of stupid why they say building into a major city costs you five million when you
Yeah,
can
you
literally
can build
start
out
construction out from a major city. You just have to make sure you get it connected to your track.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. So it's like a loophole in the rules that I feel if they did a modernization of this, they would fix.
Alright. So I'm starting in
Good talk. I'm fucking broke.
And I'll pick up some wheat there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're picking up
5,
wheat?
6
You have
cars in
Milano or Torino.
7, 8, 9. That's in the city center. Then I have 10 mil to build.
1, 2, 5. 5 will get you into Naples or Napoli.
Sure will. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
If you cut me off, I'm going to hit you.
I'm down to go by.
He could. Yeah, that's true. He can't actually cut me off.
I mean,
If he jags up that way, I'm just gonna come this way.
He could go like,
Yeah.
Definitely do some crazy.
You cannot do that.
50 million. Suck it.
You can't do that. That is an illegal move.
So, right.
Afraid you're up. So move your train and then you build it.
That is how the original rail barons in the United States did it, though.
Sort of.
Instead
Yeah.
of going in a straight line, they're like, I get paid per mile, and that's why they're all these
Fucking
winding,
weird
scenic,
ass rail.
yeah, these winding scenic routes. It's because they're like, why would I want to go in a
Correct.
straight shot?
Well,
And now we're-
not only that, they could make it cheaper by building over flatter ground by winding it miles out of the way. So they saved money
So
and
that's
got paid.
8 of my
Yeah.
9 movement. We'll get to my 9th in a moment.
Okay.
But I do have a route to complete.
How much are you getting?
I get 17 million for delivering fishies to Birmingham.
That's way better than mine.
How? What the fuck? That was a. Oh, it's because of the fucking mountains in the way. That's
Yeah.
why. All right, that explains it.
Yeah, it cost a lot, but I'm
There you
getting a lot back.
Yeah, you're getting a decent amount back. Fishies, and then that goes there, and then
And then I get a new one of
your
these.
load cards are.
All right, that might help me a fair bit. Let's see.
There's no limit to the amount of trains you have in, or train tracks that you have in this. You're just limited by your money.
Correct.
Unlike taking
And eventually, you do want to try and make this as efficient as
Well,
possible.
since I can't.
because you need money.
Oh,
to
I
win
am
the game.
actually.
You need money to win the game. Yeah, you have one. You have one movement left. You do have an open space in your train, so you could pick up. You could pick up. Fuck is that? Is that coffee or something? No, China. You could pick up fine China, or you could pick up iron while you were in Birmingham.
I think I have to take iron. Yeah,
Iron is the
Two-wheel or four?
two-wheel.
Yes. I have to take iron.
Iron.
Um,
Iron is the two-wheel.
Little cart with 2 wheels.
Little cart with 2 wheels. Coal is the little cart with 4 wheels. Copper is the crane.
okay. And I have to take a look at.
Don't
where-
ask me why it's the crane. I have no idea. Their symbols don't really make a whole lot of sense.
They
Well,
need
some of them doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay.
I love it.
Like I'm a million short of doing
Yeah.
what I need
exactly
to
what
do.
you
Everyone's
Exactly.
a million. Needed.
Money
I'm
to
be the
finish.
first one to wipe my hand. That's my next turn.
You're
That's
you're
bad.
dumping your hand?
I have to. I don't have any money.
He has no money and he doesn't have the thing.
Have you even completed a load yet?
I completed
He
one.
did. He completed a little baby load.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I got 8. I didn't
wow,
fathom
you got
exactly
close.
how much it was going to take me to get to tobacco.
There's the PhD in chemistry being terrible at math.
I've never played the game.
Where is Sarajevo? Just
Sarajevo is down here. Sarajevo and Belgrade are down in the
Your
corner.
worst case scenario.
Pretty much. But all of your workers are literally down here in Zagreb, Sarajevo, and Belgrade. So if you only have to get workers, if you can just get to Zagreb, call it a day. If you have to get pine, like wood, lumber, it's either Sarajevo or Stockholm. Or Oslo. There's no other options. And out of those 3 terrible options, the best one is Sarajevo
And
because
that's,
it's mainland.
The only place that has flowers is
where's
Holland.
Vine?
Wien is right here.
Wien is right there.
Wien is a major city. Correct.
It's
Now, a lot of the points of wait, am I wrong? A lot of the points to enter Holland are just wasted because you can't get to them anywhere, right?
No, you can. So you can build across this. You can build across these inlets here. So building across this, that's an inlet. That's going to cost you an additional 3.
You can get there. Just
Building from here into Holland will cost you an extra 2 because that's a river.
But you're
That's river,
also
those are
building
inlets.
across an inlet.
Yes. So,
So
you
wouldn't it be
start in
3?
Holland. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I can't see your hands.
1, 2, 3 for the river. 4, 5, 6, 7 for the inlet. There is a milepost right there on that little island.
I see it, but wouldn't that be 3 to get there from Holland?
Nope. Because that is a river. Wait, hang
You
on.
cross the
Check.
river
Oh yeah, no. That you're crossing an inlet.
and an inlet. Right. It's a river and an inlet.
I believe in that instance we just go with whatever was more expensive. So it'd be 1, 4, 5,
Wait.
8.
Okay, one. I see.
So when I calculate out the rivers, I always count the milepost first, and then I tack on for the bridge. That's how I figure it out.
Yep.
If I'm going to mountains, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I cry as I go 5, 10, 15, and I'm finally in a city, and it's just like, cool, I just dumped 20 million on 4 pieces of track. Because building in the Alps sucks. No offense to our Swiss watchers.
Some offense to our Swiss one.
I did.
Where's
We take that back. Swiss watches are great. What?
Warsaw?
Are you talking about Roclaw?
No, Warsaw.
Warsaw is right there. Edge of the map in the east.
Well, your half speed, if your
That's
speed
full.
is 90, you round down or up.
Question. I think we always round it up.
Okay.
Follow freight. Running the train.
Okay, I'm gonna do some math again real quick to see if this is actually possible.
It's not. Give up.
Crossing the river is
It
a
is
total of 5 moving from dot.
Just Torino.
Which
Crossing
river?
the
Total 4.
Total of 4. You pay 1 for the milepost,
3 for the.
3 for the river for a total of
the
4.
river is 4.
Or
Is it 3 or is it no, it's river 2?
rivers are 2,
Okay.
lakes are
So it's
3,
3.
ocean inlets are 3.
Yeah, 3 total.
Okay, so
There is tactics involved.
let's use the number.
See, whose turn is it right now?
It's Braden's. I think.
Is it Brandon's?
It is mine. It is mine.
Okay.
I have one more movement. I'm trying to figure out where to go. The movement is clearly going this way.
Yep.
because that's where.
No, reverse your train. Go back up to Aberdeen.
Actually, wait, hold on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Can I do that? Nope. Yet.
This doesn't help me in the lesson. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out where I can reasonably build. And it's looking not so good.
Very unmuch.
Okay, so let me. Why is everything so fucking far away?
I'm just sitting here with so
Right.
many fucking
Stupid,
plans, like, oh my
stupid
God, everything is
geography
perfect.
and trains.
Stupid geography and stupid logistics for where stuff's actually at in Europe or close to.
I started in the fucking Alps and I'm having a great time.
You got like one of the best starting hands ever with
Yeah.
those.
It really was fucking good.
Yeah, because you've dealt with the Alps and you basically can fucking ignore them at
The
this
circles are 2 million or 3 million again?
3.
3.
Both of them are 3.
Circles and squares are 3.
Right. Accurate. I know what my next move is. So how does it go again? Does it just keep going around? You go twice and then it goes like
Nope,
this?
it-
And...
No, it just keeps going around.
The opening,
So
the
who's
two,
next?
the two.
It
You
would be
are.
you.
Okay.
He's
I'm-
figuring out his
I'm
build.
figuring out whether I want to build or whether I'm going to end up doing what you're doing and bidding this hand, even though it would be really good if I had an extra million, period.
Let me look into the bidding the hand. Oh.
And
Instead of taking your turn, a player may discard his entire hand to draw 3 cards. So that
No movement, no nothing.
yeah, you can't move, you can't. build, you
I
can't-
understand that. That's why I'm thinking it might not be best to build if I'm going to have to do that. That's why I'm trying to calculate if there's anywhere I can get to.
Can you
And
get
that's
any?
the either way, which is no good.
Yep.
Sarajevo's and fuck off nowhere.
it really
I
is.
am a million short of Stuttgart. Belgrade.
It was annoying being a
Where-
million short of going into there.
Belgrade is in the middle of fuck off nowhere.
Yeah, okay. I know what my improvement looks like. Sorry, I didn't mean to take that long. I needed to be sure because I have 17 million
Is it my
and
turn?
I need 18, no matter which route I take,
Mm.
to get to Stuttgart.
Here we go.
Eurorails is claimed as first victim.
What you got?
All right.
Anything good?
I don't know. I only
You-
get to draw 3, right?
You only get to draw
Any-
3. I
Okay, they
get
are
to move.
actually all notes. Good.
1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that
Oh,
was
right.
right. Yeah.
Right. It could have
1,
sucked.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm now there. Good talk. I have no money to fucking build
Yeah,
because I haven't made my
that's
delivery.
gonna have to go. I'm sorry about that. I needed
Budapest?
to do the math and check.
Budapest
Brandon,
is right here.
Will you be spending money to build track on your term?
No,
or-
I won't.
Fair enough.
There's no reason to until I know where I'm going.
Fine. Right. Oh God, yeah, this sucks.
Actually, one of the things that I did find helpful is
All
if
right,
you-
that's scratched.
I just played with my loads face up and I just put my tokens on where I'm going so that I easily can remember instead of trying to bounce
that's-
back and forth.
I should build a track.
Yes.
I'm gonna build a track. It's just not gonna be track.
Are you building it anywhere
It's
that
not
might
your turn
block
anymore.
Nathan?
Not at all.
It's
Okay.
It's
I'm building.
it's
No, I'm doing this the other way.
I already took mine, and I
Then
You
check-
dumped your hand. I went. It's Nate's turn. Just shut up.
I guess his track building isn't interfering with yours.
I am literally
it
just
would, because
taking
it would
advantage.
have changed my move.
I'm literally.
Yes,
taking
I-
care of
because I was
I-
planning on screwing you out of that.
Well, unfortunately,
Why are you
for
building
I
track
was
just to be a
also-
dick?
I was also planning on
Because-
screwing him out of that, so eat shit.
It's Holland is a linchpin, and there's very few places into there that are good.
No shit.
So I am.
You only have to
I
be
would've
connected to
been-
7 out of the 8 cities.
I
So
would've
pick one
been-
of these cities that you don't like and write it
Yeah,
off.
I have. It ain't Holland.
PJ,
I
require
would have
17
been
million.
better off building my
Took
trains
weeks to
and
fit
not
it.
scrapping my turn.
Oh, nice.
Give me my.
There's your 17 mil.
I need 8 mil back.
You spent all that time for 2 moves.
Look, I spent most of that time trying to figure out how to get to Stuart. Because that would have solved everything. But obviously that didn't work out, so here we are.
Alright, that is all.
Now,
You
could-
sold a reverberating
could he
carbonized
build
mute
out
cake
of
capacity.
Holland for 1 instead of connecting it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
So
how you
just
get
have
around
to
the
lose.
5 mil
Yeah,
rule
that's
of
what I
building
was-
into it.
That's what I was doing. I just hadn't
Yes.
had a chance to get to that point in my turn to see if, because I remembered the 2 out per turn.
So you can't, you cannot,
apologies.
you could have connected that and finished it for 3. You cannot build out of any major city more than twice per turn,
Right.
or out of major cities more than 2 times per turn.
Right,
So you
but I
can-
don't want to pay for it, so
no, you'd start your line here and just go 1,
yeah, that's what I'm going to do next turn.
2, 3. You can do that this turn.
So,
No.
No,
you can't.
Yes, you can.
why?
explain.
This is your first one out of a major city, right? 2, 3.
I am
Those
very
are your
upset.
costs.
How does that work?
So your major cities,
Uh huh.
you can build out
This
of a
is
major
gonna cost me
city
an extra
2
12
times
million now.
per turn.
An extra 12.
You can't do it more than 2, so you can't do it 3 times. So out of Ruhr is 1, out of Holland is 2.
Oh, you
connecting
can do
is-
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb. Yeah.
Some of the rules are kind of finicky. Just give me
You
a
can't go back now. All right.
Look, this is a
Learning
learning moment for everyone. I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
It's a
that's
learning
how the
moment
rules-
for you 3, and it's a remembering for me. And
The
my
only
friend
one that
Nate that's
fucked in
watching.
This is me.
That's because you were trying to fuck me over.
No, I wanted to secure Holland.
You were never going to.
You were never going
Oh.
to get there.
If I went after him,
You
I could have built trains.
you started in Spain.
Right.
This is not a
But I
game
can
to.
still build trains out of Holland.
Yeah, you did go after him.
But then he went back and did his move after PJ had gone.
The building was always an option for you to lock that down.
Yeah, if you
He went back and built his after I had dumpstered my hand, and PJ went.
I can
I didn't
understand.
know
why
either
they-
Either of
known
those
he
things
was
had
building
happened.
Rails. I would. It's fine.
Yeah.
if you want to redo your move, I don't care.
It's no, because then I'm gonna be fucking Nate over. It's. I'm
I
just
mean-
very annoyed.
Building there doesn't make sense for you anyway.
It sure as hell does.
No, it doesn't, because you can't get there. You have no route there.
If
So
I
it-
don't build there now, and I'm talking 2 million, secures my route in Holland, and I can get there later. But now, if I don't do that, it's going to cost me 12 million to get into Holland if I can get in at all.
Well, assume I'm not playing like a schmuck, and we'll go from there.
Right.
I apologize. I didn't know you had even gone.
Yeah, he had to dumpster his hand. That was his entire turn.
I wasn't paying any attention to that. I was still focused on my turn and hadn't seen what had happened. I'm not paying attention to what anybody's doing at the moment. That's why I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
3, 5.
I will do my best to not do that
1,
again.
2, 3,
Alright.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
2 for the bridge and 3 for the city.
Because I didn't realize you could 1-1 and connect. That's the...
There are a couple of rules in this that can be kind of finicky.
Yeah, that's weird. That's it.
Yeah, usually whoever gets into Italy first takes the best route, which connects all 3 of them, and then it's all mountains for whoever else wants to try to get into those. And then after that, if you really want to get to Naples or Rome,
You're renting.
you're going to be either renting a line or you're going to be paying a freaking premium by going down. Well, I guess you can go down the other coast, but you're still going to be paying a premium to do
These
branch routes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're going out of your way.
Yes. Movement is everything in this too.
For what it's worth, I'm not going to be doing shit next turn because I'm also...
Right.
Because I am a million short. And it pisses me off so much.
You cheeky bitch.
Right in between.
Fuck. God damn it.
Right in between the lakes.
God, getting into Milano's gonna suck ass. Congratulations, Nate, but also, fuck you.
Welcome.
For reference, Milano's one of those ones that most people write off just because of the Alps. Because nobody ever wanted to deal with it.
Valid.
We only dealt with it if we had to.
It's central, though.
16 spins.
True.
Alright, so what's everybody's money count so that I can catch back up here?
I
I'm at
have
14. You have 2.
I'm flat broke.
You're broke.
I possess a single millions of dollars.
Fantastic. Okay, we're caught back. My go?
Do we all now
Your go.
feel a minor
Give me
bit
new
of pain
cards, 'cause
for...
I can't complete any of these.
Do we all know feel a minor bit of pain for the railroad barons that came before us that actually had to worry about this shit?
No, they suck. Oh, I forgot to draw.
Alright, please be useful. Go, Cal. I have nothing else I'm allowed to do.
Correct. That is your entire turn.
That actually kind of works.
That doesn't work for me at all.
Oh, will.
This might be equally as bad.
God, getting into all the major cities is gonna
Now, when we draw an event, if you don't have any money and it's like tax time, are you just immune?
I don't think so.
That's a good question. I have to look at that.
Or do you go negative?
There is a list for events. Let's
So
have
there's no debt. We've already established that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then good. Let all the events emerge now.
So, excess profit tax. All players pay tax per card chart according to cash on hand, your cash on hand equates to the tax you have to be paid. So if you're flat broke, you don't owe shit. If you have 50 million but under 100, you owe 10. If you have 100 to 149, you owe 15. If you have 150 to 199, you owe 20 million. And if you're over 200 million, you have to pay 25 million.
You know how I know that this game was made 30 years ago? They're taxing the rich.
Jesus.
They weren't even doing it back then. They weren't even pretending to back then. What the fuck are you?
Do we have to go there now? Like, really? Yeah, map symbols right here. Clear milepost, small city, mountain, medium city, major city, alpine, ferry port, national capital, which is the star.
Is
It's
that
just it's literally the star inside the major city. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
Those are the loads you can pick up. That's the ocean. That's an inlet. The fat stuff is a lake, and the thin stuff is the rivers. So that's how I know that this little fat thing right there is a lake and not a river.
Other choices other than that? I have a playable move. At least that's nice.
What did you do?
I spent my money.
Ah, right, my turn.
So you're broke?
I am broke.
He's flat broke.
Flat
1, 2,
broke.
3, 4,
Let
5,
the
6,
events go.
7, 8. I know I'm gonna get there as 9. While I'm in Toulouse, I'm dropping off my cork for a cool 26 million.
Nice.
That's not gonna last very long, trust me.
Look, I would kill for 26 moves.
And while I'm in Toulouse, dropping that off, I'm gonna pick up a load of wheat just for shits and giggles.
Might as well.
And then I draw a card. Cool. That sucks. Fuck. Where's Autos?
Where? How's it spelled?
With the stupid little
Oh,
O above
no,
the
I
A.
found this report. It was
Oh, it's clear up in Denmark. Good
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
Why would I ever go up there? That's dead to me. Bilbao is right there. Where's the nearest oil? Oh,
oil is
right.
over here.
That's right. Belgrade, Oslo, or Aberdeen.
Yeah.
Fuck
That's all
me.
the ones that I had gotten to.
Jesus Christ. Fuck that. Ruhr needs coal. Ruhr is here. Where is coal at? Coal is in Cardiff, Krakow, or Wrocław. Well, Krakow and Wrocław are both dead to me. And Cardiff is definitely dead to me because that's clear the
But
Fuck
you're
up
already
in
in
there.
Paris. You're so close.
cool. Dead card. Awesome. Great talk.
Jesus.
That's awesome. So I'm gonna build
Connecting rails.
Nate, you son of a bitch.
It's fine.
It's still cross over that, can't you?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's not bad.
It's fine.
7. So that's getting me into 2. 7. 7. 7. 8, 9, 12. 12. That's from there.
Why does everything suck so much?
God, say that love is
Oh
your
my
life,
god,
you
this
feel
thing is
it.
just the worst.
So I should probably look at connecting everything.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's alright, it's just grokking fast enough turns are starting to go a little better now. We're planning. Instead of going, oh dear god, let's analyze our opening hand.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
Ooh,
18,
congrats on the
19,
catch, Tribs.
20.
And for banning that bot. Thank you.
Final.
You're up, Nate.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Delivering to Roma.
Yes, I'm giving them cards.
What are you
for
getting?
13.
Here's your 13. Draw your new one.
Okay. Oh, hey! Something's fucking in Frankfurt.
What happened?
Shit.
Wait,
Okay. Is anybody near Frankfurt?
Where's Frank?
Where's Frankfurt? Frankfurt's here. Oh, cool.
Nope.
So we probably don't.
What's it do?
Fog in the let's see here. What is this? This is 134. 134. Fog. All trains within 4-mile posts of Frankfurt move at half rate. No rail building allowed in this area.
We're fine.
Yeah, nobody's.
Gross, terrible.
So
Within
Frankfurt.
Oh, and that
1,
stays in
2,
effect
3,
until
4.
after his turn.
Yep. Well,
But he's not going that way.
nope. But I was going to connect into Luxembourg, but guess what? I can't fucking do that
Oh, you
because
can't
there's
build-
fog.
Can't build railroads in the fog.
Correct. No rail building allowed in this area because Luxembourg is 4 away from Frankfurt, so it affects Luxembourg too.
Gross.
Cool.
Indeed.
So that's in effect until the end of Nate's next turn. Great. Thanks for that, Nate.
You're welcome. I am.
God damn it. That cut that right the fuck off.
And then I. It was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
You're back in Firenze. You can pick up marble.
I will not be picking up marble. I don't have anything to do with that. You have.
It's never a bad idea to pick, especially the rare ones. It's never a bad idea because you can always swap it out later, and that's the only place you can get marble.
You know what? You make a fine point. I'll pick up a load of marble.
Where can you pick up marble?
Firenze
That's
is literally the only place, and Naples is the only place you can get tobacco.
Okay.
So whenever you're in one of those cities that has those
Load up.
the load up,
You
yeah.
can always dump it.
So for flowers, ham, hops, marble, and tobacco, there are only For those types of loads, you can only get them in one city each.
You always have 3 of these cards. So when he drew the event, he just got to draw another one.
Yes.
Okay.
You draw an event, the event takes place, and you draw another card to replace it. And yes, events can change.
Hang on.
Oh, you're not. Sorry, my bad.
Oh, good.
I'm trying to make sure I'm not taking another loan.
I've got to think about what I'm doing.
Not me.
Hey, PJ.
Yup.
I'd like to pretend that I'm sorry, but I'm not.
I'm going to hit you.
I'm going to fucking deserve it.
You cannot build
You
that
can't
way.
build there.
There's fall.
It's fun.
There's fall
Ah, shit,
until
there's
the
fall.
end of your turn. Correct.
So, yeah,
So-
4 of strength.
Yep. So you are stuck. If you're trying to go that way, you're stopped at that. You can
Right.
build no further. It's okay.
That's
I can't
still-
build any further that direction either.
That's still 5.
Yep, that's still 5.
And I got 9 more to work with. Okay,
You want
what was that
cows?
going? That was going there.
Cows in Nantes. Or you can start your eastward expansion.
And then 7. Come on, buddy. Why are you erasing yourself? Son of a bitch.
I was gonna say, I've been keeping my pen face down between turns. Seems to be
Yeah.
necessary.
Probably not a bad
Okay.
idea.
7. And
Don't get too close.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's the area around Frankfurt that just
That
can't
is
be
a
fucking.
big area.
Yes,
I possess
4
no
mile
knowledge.
post is a fucking huge area. It sucks.
That's me.
Enormous.
Yep, and it's gonna be like that until the end of his next
It's
turn.
a big fucking swamp right in the middle of the continent.
Yep.
It's really annoying because that's actually a really fucking good place for me to be able to go through right now, and I can't do the thing.
Oh, I'm never gonna get to connect to Frankfurt because you guys are gonna seal that off.
Very probably.
Quite
Yeah.
possible.
Oh no.
You can get to it. You just gonna have to rent a line.
It's kind of an intersection between 3 of us right now.
1, 2.
Counting mileposts. Mileposts are counted the same way Trainman was counted.
Mm.
Count mileposts from a major city. Count from the city center, not from the outer mileposts.
1.
To count mileposts from a seacoast, count from the milepost nearest to the seacoast.
Oh, okay. So if I'm starting here, it goes 1,
2,
2.
3, 4, 5, 6, and that's the end of your turn, or the end of your movement.
Oh, because I'm at the ferry.
You're at the ferry.
Okay. And now I need to build.
Sucks even more is when you get the
Oh,
lost
you
load
completed a
cards.
load?
No, but I'm gonna build because I have money from last load.
We have yet more hydrate and more strange. Thank you for this.
Courtesy and play. Players' demand and train cards, together with load chips on the loco card, must be face up in front of the player for all to see. You cannot hide
fair
what you're
enough.
doing.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
The
helpful.
player need not show his money until the excess profit tax event card appears, after which the amount of money it is also public information, which I guess doesn't really matter. I don't know why that's even there, because that's you're paying and exchanging money. You should, most people count. Oh.
Are those 2 different resources?
For what?
Well, he just did. Those are.
I'm branching off of.
Antwerpen has shipping. Brussels has chocolate.
Yes. So I'm just making sure I can get to them.
No, makes sense.
Can't build out of that. I guess I'll use my last one over here. It took that one. Oh, but he went that way, so I'll just go this way. I'll take that one.
Variations.
Are you done?
Let me count out how much I have spent here, but then, so I went 1, 2, 3. Did I have to pay to connect these two? Even though
Yes.
Okay, so 4, 7, 8. So yes, I am done. For real this time. Okay, here's my 8.
3. No events. Did I win anything? I'm not connected to you.
So you're done with your turn.
I'm not connected to
1,
any
2,
of
3,
you.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh yay! I'm not connected to any of these again.
There's still fog around Frankfurt. Fuck me. Shit.
How are things going for
Not
I
great.
ditched my hand and got another batch of things that I can't use.
Well, fuck.
So
That is super unfortunate.
Where's Burn? B-E-R-N.
Here, other map.
I assume it's near Germany.
That's what I was
Hey,
thinking. Oh, there it is.
oh, that's actually relatively close. Still can't get there, but
Okay.
although
We're real thinky, but
There are mercy rules in this for during play by beginners, but also by old hands.
No, man.
So borrowing, the player may borrow up to 20 million from the bank and immediately spend it on building or hold it to pay other players' track use fee. The player must pay the bank double the amount borrowed from all delivery payment payoffs until the doubled amount is completely repaid. Late payment use of fee. The player may use another player's track and pay the track usage fee from the delivery payoffs obtained by delivering loads while on the other player's track.
no mercy.
No mercy.
We've
Seems
already
overly
committed.
Yeah.
We're committed.
Go forth,
I'll
PJ.
throw on some music though, since I know this has gotten kind of themed.
That is an
Got
excellent.
extremely thinky. 1, 2,
Now that we have kind of an idea of how the game works, that should help us.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Baby.
Wait, what? Hang on. How was it my turn again?
He
Because I had to
discarded.
dump
He
my
banned.
hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Right. I moved, and then I hadn't. So I was looking something up, and I hadn't decided to build yet.
Right.
God damn it. There's this bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all.
I don't
Wait,
like
I won't do
how
that.
this is proving to be.
You know what? Actually, just go. I'm gonna. I've done my movement. I'm not gonna build anything because I need to. Because I've got 2 dead cards in my hand, and I might have to bin my shit.
Are you still sitting on your 26 mil then from before?
No, I'm down to 6.
You're down to 6.
Nope.
I'll pick up a card just because, and somebody gets a free card later. That's me. Go forth.
Have you spent any money?
I don't have any money.
Did he spend any money? I'm flat
That's
broke.
why I was asking. Okay. So I start on the other side of the ferry.
Yep.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 6 here on the edge, or is it 6 on
6 on the edge, 7
in the
the
center.
7 in the center?
Yep.
So I am going to finish my delivery to Paris.
Oh, you only have to reach the edge of the city in order to make the payment.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay. Well, then we're gonna stay on at 6 then. I'm gonna deliver to Paris. This is cool.
Okay. How much is that worth?
13, I think.
I'll put that one
Yeah.
away.
It says 13, right?
Hold Paris for 13.
Okay. Mixed
And
ones.
Paris has literally nothing because they're French. So you can
Damn.
basically turn around.
God damn it, why you fuckers got all the cork on me? Cork is so fucking bad.
What?
Cork.
Oh, yeah.
It's only over there.
Cork is literally only in Spain.
I need a card.
Where?
Cork you can get in Lisbon
Oh.
or in Sevilla. The only reason why I was starting out in Sevilla is because I had a cork load and a fruit load, and that's the
Me
best
too.
place to go.
I thought that was a shot glass full of whiskey.
That's a cork.
Alright. so
Unfortunately,
there
it's
goes-
also super expensive if you deliver it.
The booze is
All
your
there.
keggers and your wine bottles. Which shouldn't surprise anybody. You can get both of those in Germany.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking gross. Sort of.
That's not what I was reading. Looking at the years, Barcelona is obviously right out.
Yep, Barcelona's down here.
What are the other 3 places?
Bremen is here.
Yeah.
Nance is here. Gutenberg is up there.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Looks like Bremen is.
Bremen's
that's
actually pretty doable. So we're gonna 1, 2, 3 here. Express. Alright, Bremen is there. Huh? I'm gonna go. Meh. Meh, meh, meh. Meh. So that's 8.
Yep.
Okay. And then I need 11, 12,
13, 14.
14. I think I got it. Yeah. Okay, that was accurate. I'm gonna go ahead and head over here because that's not getting any cheaper.
$19 would put you 1 away from Berlin. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I think that's worth lining up so that it doesn't.
Nope.
That would be broke. That's fine.
There's a risk starting in Spain.
Alright, well, here's all my money. I didn't need it anyway.
So now he's flat broke again. Ellen, you're up. He's spinning his cards.
Again?
Sometimes you
have
just get
anything.
proposed.
Yeah. Spain is
That's unfortunate.
sparse with cities.
Spain is sparse with cities and they're very spread out. That's why usually the city that most people write off is Madrid, just because it's so out of the way. The only reason I started out here is because it's the only loads that I had.
Would have been good information.
1, 2, 3, 4,
And
5.
first game.
Yeah.
We've all done things we're not proud of this game.
5. That's 22 million for delivering fruit to Nance. I am unfortunately probably going to wind up having to bend my cards too. Ah! Marble to Wien. Workers to Antwerpen and coal to Lodz. Awesome. Sweet. I'm just going to sit my happy ass in Nance and twiddle my thumbs.
Alright.
Because I'm going to have to...
Cash on things?
Nope. I have to bend my cards.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's the only other load that I have that I could potentially even do would be
Go for it.
flowers to Milano. And I'm not even anywhere near Holland. Well, actually, I take it back. I'm kind of close to. Oh, I forgot. The building around Frankfurt Stuttgart's done.
I'm broke, so go ahead.
Wait,
Oh.
where's Beans?
Yeah, the game is moving along now that we've kind of built our initial.
We've got the additional tracks built that are also mostly out of cash.
Oh, an event.
Ooh, I hope it's the tax.
No, it's worse. Is anyone within 3 mile posts of Bern? Bern's here. Nope. Madrid?
Yes.
Sucks to suck for Callahan.
Why?
Because you're losing a load. Never mind.
Empty
The robber
train card.
can't
Call it
steal
that.
from you if your train cards are empty.
125 derailment. All trains within 3 mile posts of the given cities lose 1 turn and 1 load.
Wait, a turn and a load?
Yes, it's a train derailment.
So Callahan loses a turn for funsies too?
Yeah.
Gross.
Wroclaw. Nobody's over there. Munich. Munchen. Where's the Munich at?
Far away.
Fuck. Where is that? It's a smaller city. There it is. No. Firenze? No. Bilbao? No.
That's so many cities!
It really is.
Why?
That stays in effect though, doesn't it?
Until the end of PJ's next turn.
the end of mine.
Oh, you grew it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yikes.
Type of event, area of effect, effect on player's train
It's going to
movement.
be more of an instant.
I think that might be a one and done.
Yeah,
'Cause you shouldn't get to lose 2 turns from that. That's
the
bullshit.
derailments are instant. Strikes are instant.
Okay, so it's one and done.
Yes, it's the natural disasters that are until the next turn. So
Oops.
gales, floods, fog, snow.
All
Go
of
for
that's
it,
yours.
I can't risk doing all this for one thing.
Of course you can.
I mean, I could, but I don't have the money to make it there in order to actually make the delivery. So this does mean nothing.
Well, we could probably do something else then.
Yep. So
The
I
boy is
get to bin my
working for
cards.
scraps here.
Oh,
and-
sweet. Is anybody near the Loire River?
He fucks the little water.
Cool. I get to get fucked.
Oh, hey, I probably do too.
Well, shit.
So where's the Loire River?
The Loire River is this along here.
Oh, so that's both of you.
Yeah.
Potentially. 137. Blood. Oh, lovely. No train may cross the Loire River. All rail lines over this river are destroyed but may be rebuilt.
I'm sorry, fucking what?
Fuck us. That's what. So
Okay.
that gets blown up, and then this one right here gets blown up.
So here's the question: am I now just permanently soft locked, or is there a way to teleport?
Are you
No,
up money?
you.
Oh,
All
I'm
rail
out of
lines
money.
over this river are destroyed but may be rebuilt.
I cannot rebuild ever. I have no money. I
Welcome
cannot
to
deliver.
my town.
So I tell you what.
Population you.
Why don't we use that mercy rule where you can borrow up to $20 million, but you have to pay it back double off of your deliveries?
that seems fair because he's only going to have to spend
3.
Well,
What was...
you have a thought. Share.
Share it.
Yeah.
I know your thought is sucks to suck.
Yeah.
Enjoy
Yeah,
the island.
I was gonna say, like,
I
we
mean,
decided
we
on
did-
no mercy rule like a while ago.
We did.
When I was completely fucked for the last 4 rounds. We die.
that would actually progress us toward ending the game.
It probably would, yeah. It's because it's 20 after 9.
Are you cool with that, Nate?
Yeah.
We did decide on that, so he's right.
Yeah. No. I mean, he's less
I
locked.
miss my next turn, and then the turn after that I get to bin again.
He's less
like-
locked than I am, but not by much.
I don't like how this 4-player game turned into a 2-player. Because
It is real fucking weird.
you have to be a special sort of fucked.
Yeah. I only have that rail line. I actually have the money to rebuild.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
This game plays for keeps.
Would 20 million have gotten you out of some of those bins?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could've
almost
connected-
assuredly.
Yeah, I could have connected to several. Well, in this region, it would have got me going again. So,
Okay.
well, getting paid back.
I'm beginning to think that the mercy rules
Should have just been baseline
They should have
rules.
just been baseline because I know you said you don't see people get locked out of the game that often, but we've literally had 2 just get locked out.
I think this has got to be the first time I've ever actually seen people get locked out. Wow, what the fuck?
Right? Like, wild.
Yeah. Honestly, the fact that tracks can be destroyed is
Yeah, that's
kind of unbelievably mean.
Tracks can be destroyed. You can lose loads and turns, and then you remove the ability to build over a wide freaking area
Yeah.
because of natural disasters.
Yeah, but none of those can straight up kill you, except for your rail line is dead.
Bankruptcy.
Yeah, bankruptcy too. If you're bankrupt,
You'd have to get real lucky.
Well,
but it's technically possible
actually,
for you to get a car.
there is a way he can get back in the game.
There's a way for me to get back in the game, too.
Well, you are not technically out of the game. You're just looking for something you can complete. He literally can't do anything.
what
There is
what
a way
loads,
we can get him back.
what loads do you currently have in your hand? Do you have anything that you can deliver off of those cards?
It just means
No.
he's stuck.
I can go there where I have not. Oh wait, no, I could.
Were you on your way to
Yeah, no,
Bordeaux?
I can go. Yeah, I was on my way to Bordeaux to pick up wine to take down to Nate.
Oh, at least it blew after you got back. After I thought you were going that direction. Like, well, fuck. Now he's hard locked. He
Yeah.
can't fucking move.
Well, he's hard locked until someone pays him to use one of his lands.
Yeah,
True.
That is a mechanic.
Anybody
much.
that wants Napoli.
Like, he's got Italy pretty well locked up, so if you need Italy, the price will be your very soul, i.e. bringing Nathan back into the game.
Yeah, that's literally how you. Yeah, I think
That's-
that was the intention of those just being optional mercy rules. Is you rent other people because renting happens a lot.
Right, but it's so early in the game,
yeah.
and where he started, you could just bypass it entirely.
And I got locked down, so nobody really needs to cross my lines.
Right.
Hmm.
Because you started in Spain, which looked good on
I
paper.
didn't know it was bad.
I didn't know it
only
was
per-
bad.
Yeah, the only person who really wants to go there though is PJ, and he's got his wine.
I already started my line, but that was okay. I know I'm going this way, so I'll just knock Madrid out, and then I can just leave London out of it. I don't have to worry about the dealing with any type of ferries and losing half rate. I just connect to the others, which is
Okay.
usually what I try to
It's
do.
also my plan. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck England.
Yeah.
He can have it. I think we were all on board.
I'm
Pretty
pretty
much.
sure everyone was on board with let Braden have England because
Yeah.
nobody needs England.
I was just like, cool. I got several loads coming from Spain. Awesome. Where's he start?
Whose turn is it?
Fucking Madrid.
Braden.
Oh, it's mine now?
It's Braden's, yeah, because he drew and Loire River blew and destroyed some of our track.
5, give me some years.
Machinery is out of my reach. Gears.
Machi.
Anything I'm gonna want to pick up on my way back? Holland has flowers, right?
Yep, and that's the only place to get flowers.
Where's
Praha?
Oh, fuck. That sounds.
You'd be wrong.
I hope I'm.
France, Roma, and Napoli is no. Praha,
Ah,
right
it's
there.
right there. Oh. Interesting.
Well, it's actually real fucking close to.
Yeah, it's not the worst. I can't afford to get there. But yeah, we're gonna flip a UE. I'm gonna dump the since I'm in the city.
Dumping oil in the city.
I'm gonna go back for
How's all that?
and it broke, so go ahead. Cool. Not cool, but
How do I dig Callahan and Nathan out of the holes they're currently in?
well, Nathan's easy. Rent a lot.
I'll tell you
The
what.
problem is the one that I would have rented to go back and pick up wine in Bordeaux. I can move out 3. That's going to be the end of my turn, and I'll just build across the Loire, and it's going to take a while to get back down there. Could do that. That's an option.
I mean, if you really want to subsidize our rail lines, you could go grab wine down here, and then go grab some sheep over here.
Getting a bunch of shit. This is so stupid.
It really is.
This game has gone so far.
It's
Goddamn.
I get the feeling
That's ironic.
neither of our
1, 2,
situations are
3.
supposed to be typical, and we found a way to stick our fucking boots in it instantly.
Pretty
Our
much.
record lives on in that we have found the uncommon situation where we've broken things. Like, I feel bad. Like,
And Mark is probably just sitting up there laughing his ass
because it's
off.
literally just me and PJ. While you dig for a card that'll help speed up.
Yeah. Nate, you're up.
Go for it.
I moved and I
Technically,
and I
am
built.
1, 2, 3, 6, 7,
8 gets you to Bordeaux.
8. I'm just gonna steal their wine for later.
Yeah, I was gonna say wine is not a bad investment.
3, I'm gonna pick up the flowers.
Are you picking up 2 flowers or just
Just one. You only need
plants row right there.
Yeah.
Snouts.
Enjoy your tulips.
And then I have to go back to Birmingham, so 6, 7, 8. Really? Well,
One.
sucks to suck for me.
And that's why I hate the fairies. You end up right there, like one away, and it's just like one. Cool, done.
Anyway, I have no money, so.
I already been in my hand.
Okay, BJ.
Go forth.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Hello, friend. Welcome.
9.
4, I think.
Yep. No, sorry, you're gonna wind up getting 8 because I had to end my turn in the city, and I'm gonna have to go back.
Fair enough.
You've been resurrected. The railroad barons look after their own.
I live.
That's true.
Oh, so holy shit, why?
Here, get your route back on going, and I'm gonna pick up
Thank
a
God.
fucking bottle of wine for my trouble.
You fucking.
And how?
Then I gotta find it, and I gotta figure out a way to get him back in the game.
No, I'm good.
The way to get him back in the game is.
What do you have for load cards?
They'll sort of fit.
I mean, the odds are we're not completing this game.
We're not, yeah. It's getting, yeah, it's 30.
I get the premise.
Yeah.
I think
I give you the option of calling it here.
I would be fine with calling a co-victory between you and me.
I think that'd be fair.
On the grounds that these two are so far behind,
Yeah.
they'll never catch up. And it would take forever for us to play this out.
Yeah.
But now that we know how this works, I would say that the mercy rules should be implemented for lockouts in future.
Yeah.
Because it's a pretty hollow game.
Yeah.
I think it.
And
I think it's
I
fair,
do
like,
apologize again for the move earlier, Cal. Again, it was not my intention to create a problem.
I mean, it was. The game will be fun next time.
Next time around,
it
this was clearly the learning run, and
This is not
an
the way I wanted the learning run
unpredictable
to go.
event happened twice.
Yeah.
That basically
Yeah.
took a player out of the game each.
Yeah. I like this game.
I
I would love to play more.
I would try this again
Mm.
now that we have a better grasp of the rules, and I would say the mercy rule should be implemented for lockouts.
Yeah, I think that in a lot of ways this was very close to, if not the worst possible way for a first play of this game to go.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I like how it's designed. Mercy rules, I think, are good.
Could be baseline.
I think you could also put like a reasonable limit on that. Like,
I would say
If-
they're fine for lockouts.
yeah, if you are locked out, where you just don't have
Where you're-
contact with
yeah.
enough cities, you need the money, or something like that happens, and you literally can go nowhere else. Then yeah, and like that'd be a limited enough way that you could prevent stuff like that without just giving people an extra pool of money to pull from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I like the game. It's got some rough edges, but I like the premise. It is not a quick game. Like, this is a game you
This
sit.
looks like a 4-hour game.
I'd say 2. I think this is a solid
Actually,
2.
the turns were moving pretty.
Turns were moving pretty quick once we got done with the initial setup. Like, this is
Yeah.
kind of like Catan in a way where the early turns take a while where you're setting up and planning,
Yeah.
and then once you get going, you're going.
I think it's one of those things where you have a near infinity of choices at the very start, and then those narrow dramatically and rapidly as you continue building.
Based
so-
upon the route, based upon the track that you build, yes. Because
Yeah,
then you're
based
having to
on
look
what
at your
you've
cars
got, based
going,
on-
is there anything
what the
quick that I
route
can
is.
do, or I can build in short order to get a quick inflow of cash?
Yeah. So, like, I feel like the pace we were setting at the end was actually,
That's more typical.
Yeah.
that was more typical. Even without banning hands, people are just gonna have a better idea of what they're doing.
People understood how to start planning their turns by the time we got through this.
Yeah.
phase.
Honestly, by like turn 3 or maybe.
And when Nate and I are first learning, yeah, our first game took like 3.5, 4 hours. But when we started play, after we played more of them, We'd have a match done in about 2.5 hours.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Because the early game is the slow part.
Yes.
And then once you have your network built, you're trying to maximize money because the early part of the game is spent getting your cities connected. The later part of the game is spent getting the money to finish.
For me, I would definitely focus on this route here.
Usually central,
If
yeah.
you can get that,
Usually when we were
you get
playing,
access to a bunch of resources, and you can just branch off from
Yeah.
there once you
Yeah.
ship it.
Yeah,
usually when we were playing before, it's this section of the map gets congested the quickest because you've got all
Actually,
these
yeah,
right in a
you
row.
could go all the way from Naples to Holland.
Well, now that we have a better understanding of how the 2 out from a city works when you're building,
Yes.
we would have built way more mean
Yeah.
in the early
Yeah.
turns.
The only caveat to that is in the rules you cannot lock a player out of a main city. Those are classified as illegal moves. That's why
Right,
it's
we
limited to
wouldn't, we
2
would
out.
not lock them out, but
Like,
the
if somebody
person
would-
going fourth, for example, in Nathan's position, there is literally nothing stopping you from connecting Holland and Ruhr
Yeah.
on the cheap, and then connecting Holland and Paris to basically build yourself a nice little triangle.
Right.
And I think that's kind of, and I think that is probably the really good starting strategy, is find a small, compact group of cities where there's enough of them that you know you can pull at least some money, and then you expand out into more far-flung places. Like I'd say Britain, northern and kind of central Germany, and then the Alpine area around Italy, even over here by Denmark.
Yeah.
Spectacular.
The trade-off is they were playing a slightly different game in that they were starting from Madrid, which actually makes it
Yeah.
easier for them to get their 7-city requirement in the long run because they've already got one of the pain in the ass cities done.
And the issue with all that is your starting hand of 5 dictates where you're going to wind up starting on the map. It just so happens that the best combination that we had for our cards was coming out of Spain.
I don't know that it was. I just saw that 2 of them went into Madrid, and I focused on that.
That's what I did for
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Because I had 2 that went to Birmingham and then didn't realize I could only complete.
Right. That's
That's what happened to
too.
me.
And mine was only 8. The one that I completed gave me 8, and then I was basically stuck there.
But I would totally play this again. Like, this was a rough first start.
Yeah.
Kudos
wish
to
it-
Callahan and
I-
Nathan for being good sports.
I
on
wish it
this.
had not been that rough of a start.
I mean, I get that, but
It's also
this
been,
is also
like I
kind
said,
of what we do, where somebody says, "Well, this isn't supposed to happen that often," and then we do it immediately on the first. one.
Yeah, we do have a tendency of doing that on this
Like
stream,
we
don't
have a record at this point.
I should have
but-
foreseen that going in, flipped through the rules to find those little often used that we ever dealt with the mercy rules. I'm like, you know what, we're just going to play with this set up.
Yeah.
The other problem that I was personally facing, and I don't know if this was impacting everyone else to the same degree, I am struggling to figure out where stuff is on the map. Like I
Your
don't
geography is-
know the geography of Europe very well, and everything is so small and upside down
Yeah.
that I was riding the struggle bus pretty hard, which is why I went back and did that because I didn't see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
At
why
a
I'm.
minimum. For this, we should have flipped the map the other way and changed the.
I don't think that would have
orientation.
helped. I think it's too small either way.
Oh.
Like I think
Yeah,
you need a bigger.
The base board that it
Oh,
comes
like
with
blow it up
is
to the whole
small.
table.
Yes.
We would want a big playmat sized one.
The one that I remember Mark having was a laminated playmat. It was probably about this wide and probably about that much longer. It was basically this map but blown up.
We could double this in size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We could easily double or even triple it. I think tripling would actually probably be.
I don't think we could triple it.
I don't know that you could triple it. You could double the size of it and probably be okay.
Actually, you could if you remove the ends, like
Yeah.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would take up. It would
But it's-
literally be a 4
yeah.
foot by 8 foot.
And, but it's also one of those things where
But
we're
that
playing a
would be
game that was
okay
designed in
because-
in
It would be
1989.
impossible to stream that.
Where
And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not saying we have to stream this game again.
Honestly, setting something like this out and just like,
But you could put it on the wall at that point instead of putting the board in. It would be a cool little decoration.
yeah. Well, and honestly, I feel like this would be a really cool thing to just like have on the table, have like a little turn marker thing so that everybody can do their turns simultaneously whenever
This
they've
is
got time.
actually
Just
a
do that
great
over
living
days.
game. Like the people who
Yeah.
have the chessboards out there outside their offices.
Yeah.
This is a great game like that. I could totally see that. Because this is a game that moves pretty quickly once you get going, but the early turns are so lengthy. You basically have to set aside 20 to 30 minutes because of how thinky they are and how much time everybody has to spend going, okay, where is this in Europe? While every European watching us is laughing at us for that lack of education on European geography.
We're
It's okay.
Americans.
Tribble says we love our chaos meeples.
Well, that's fair. Like,
Certain chaos is fun.
this was unfortunate. Like,
Yeah.
I like the kind of chaos where everybody's having fun. It was very clear two were just out of the game
Yeah.
in their entirety.
And he was out.
I was
way
out of
quicker.
round 1. I made a pickup, I dropped it off, and I
would
literally took the
Took a while. To
I would say
realize,
that the
but
next time we play this, we leave the mercy rules in effect and we just take out the event cards and just go straight up.
No, I don't mind
No,
the event cards.
are fine.
The event cards are fine. The problem we
They
ran-
do enter a problem in that can cause this.
right, but that's what the mercy rules are.
Yeah.
The
With
mercy,
the mercy
rules,
rules, we
would
could
have
both
solved both of these
With the
problems.
mercy rule, I would have made it all the way to Zurich. I could have completed at least 3 rows.
With the
Yeah.
mercy rule, I could have gotten my 1 million I needed to go to Stuttgart. Wouldn't have had
Right.
to been
And had to pay 2 million back.
and pay 2 million back and been fine.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
the game would have flowed a lot more smoothly.
I would.
And-
I think I would have. Actually, no. I just now noticed that. I already was carrying wheat that I picked up. I could have literally dropped that off in Holland. But that would have been the only load I could have gotten. But I wasn't in Holland yet. But yeah,
This
that's.
game is sweet.
Yeah.
This is definitely a game that
It could do with an update to
it
more
could do with
modern
a
aesthetics.
little-
You know what it
Yes.
could really do with?
Hmm.
A digital version.
I was literally
yeah.
Fun fact.
and just looked up on.
Do you want to know what game is on BoardGameGeek.com?
in Board Game Arena.
Board Game Arena.
Oh, okay.
This.
Is Eurorails on
I
there?
believe it is on board. If
See,
I
this would
think
be
it's on
This
board
is
way
game.
an
better on
ideal
digital.
digital game.
Yeah.
Right, because
Uh,
you don't math. You can just click on things. It'll
Yeah.
tell you how much it costs, and then you click another button to pay.
Actually, I think that's a fair point. This is a game that plays better digitally.
yeah.
I understand and get the appeal of playing.
Is it on Board
physically.
Game Arena?
I don't think it is.
That's a shame. If it's
Nope, it is. It's on Board Game Geek.
Steam.
well, Board Game Geek has a.
It was re-implemented by Empire Builder, which is
On the shelf up there, actually.
Empire Builder Europe.
I have Empire Builder.
Yeah, it's
That's a
right
different
before-
Empire. Wait, hang on. Is that the one?
Yeah, if this got on the VGA, I would be so.
Yeah, a digital version of this would be.
Is this the same thing?
It's the same fucking game.
I've had that. There's guts. on the
There's
track.
guts on that. I'm like Empire Builder. Is that like building like a little empire and
No.
fighting little armies?
Now we know what it is. It's Eurorails, apparently. Jesus Christ. So I already own a copy of this.
You own the North American one, so
fucking
that would be
Oh, is that North American?
that's the North American
So we would
Empire.
know the geography.
We would know the geography of that one better.
Okay.
Can we try that one?
They fucking have one of these for Australia. That's gotta be hellish.
So the
It's
base,
like 2 towns are like,
Yeah, yeah. It's like the East Coast
we make
dead
koalas.
center.
the fun thing about this, before Empire Builder picked it up and kind of sort of modernized it,
Let me see it.
it started off with Euro. It went to they made North America. They made Nippon, which is Japan Rails.
Jesus, I had no idea.
They have
This was a game that was just gifted to me.
they have India Rails. Then they made a Lunar Rails, which is fun because the Lunar Rails, you have 2 maps. You've got the light side of the moon and the dark side of the moon, and you have to actually think because if you go to the edge of the map, it connects to the other side.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is
They have Martian Rails.
when we try this again,
I think they have
we're
South
gonna
American
play
rails,
this
too.
one because we know what's in North America.
I can find Houston.
And you will know what to expect now from this
And I already
because
know where all the resources
that is basically that's just
It's like, oh, all right, I gotta head to the south.
yeah. Gotta head to
Right
Texas,
there we go.
Texas, Oklahoma. We're
I
good.
had no fucking idea. This is how big our collections
Our collections
are so big
Isn't
that
it 500 games at this point, probably?
Tribble says, no, it's not lack of education. It's just you've been out of the education system for so long. I mean, you're not technically wrong.
I can't believe
We
we
played,
have the updated version for North America.
yeah, we have,
There's a Tapanka. There's Buffalo.
There's a price tag.
we,
There's Steel.
It's in shrink-wrap like DJ's spot.
I had learned where most of these cities were at, so it took me a bit, but once I remember, it's just like, oh yeah, no, Sarajevo, Belgrade, Budapest, Zagreb, they're all down here in the corner.
You're gonna get the workers in Boston.
Porto, Lavoda, Sevilla, Madrid, that's all out in Spain.
U.S., Canada, and Mexico. Well, we know where stuff in the U.S. is, and the
We can-
Canadians can laugh at us.
We
in
can
chat.
fake it. And I know.
U.S., Canada, and
some
Mexico. I
other-
think the original one was just the United States. It was the continental United States. So that one is
Tijuana,
slightly bit.
I can
slightly
identify
different.
that one.
Yeah, I'm sure that
You know.
we won't fuck the town names up in that nearly as bad as we did across all of Europe.
Oh my god. Yeah, we destroyed them. Okay, well,
It's not Marseille.
I'm gonna give
it's
us a little
Marseille.
break from this before we break this out.
Marseille.
No, that's
It's
Versailles.
Marseille.
Yeah, I was thinking Versa.
Versailles, Versailles actually don't
Is it
think
on
is on here. No.
No.
You have
Versailles
Venice,
doesn't
which is
have-
Venezia. Firenze, I don't ask me what that one is because I don't know. Roma is obviously Rome. Napoli is Naples.
I actually like that they localized the name.
Yeah.
opening the box?
Belgrade is literally Belgrade. Zagreb is Zagreb.
I'm looking to see if
München
this
is
is
Munich.
just taped on. There's not actually.
No, that's shrink wrap.
Yeah, I
It's not taped on there.
no. There's a doohickey that I was looking at.
There is a doohickey.
There's doohickey.
Doohickey.
What the hell?
Someone taped it on there.
Empire
to-
Builder,
Oh, gotcha.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Some sort of purchase code thing.
yeah.
Trills, I thought Versailles was the name of a prison, not a city.
I mean, a
Maybe?
prison for French royalty, I guess. That's
In any case,
not
It
for
is
the-
French.
not for
we're not
French
going to
royalty,
do
for the
this
French
next
nobility.
week. We're going to give us a little cooling off period
Yeah.
from the raid.
Trills might be thinking of the Treaty of
But
Versailles.
I think we'd have a lot more fun playing in North America now that we know the rules.
I'm down with that. We know that there is a good reason to at least partially implement the mercy rules.
Yeah, like
I think those might have actually
Over.
probably been baked into that.
sure.
Empire Builder might be on Board Game Arena. The original Eurorails game isn't. Empire Builder might be.
I'll look it up.
I'm stunned that I actually, because you're like, it was re-implemented as Empire Builder. You mean that one? The one up there? I'm like, no, it can't be that. Oh, it is that one.
It is.
Braden, if we could get away with this, I think this would qualify us both for consecutively for Brian Marshall's Daily Dumbass on Rock 108.
I mean, you have to be such a nerd to understand.
Yeah.
That's
And
how
you-
we were
And usually the Daily Dumbass is someone always getting in trouble with the law. Empire Builder. Okay, so it's on Steam. So they do have a digital version of it.
How much?
No idea.
That's a good question. I mean, I could wish list it too, because if it's on Steam, it's probably been there a hot minute.
Oh, it's Tabletop Simulator.
Oh. Eh.
That's right.
I've got Tabletop Simulator, but nah. Well,
Maybe in a couple weeks we can try the North American version of Eurorails.
we'll see how long it takes to give these two a chance to cool off, mostly Callie, because
I-
you got the shortest head.
I'm good with another game.
I'm cooled off. That's fine.
Yeah. I think let's spin into this tonight if you guys didn't have to work and I didn't have like a.
And it wasn't already, quarter to
I was
10.
gonna say, I don't have work tomorrow because
I have work tomorrow and I've got to be in an hour early. So,
I have work tomorrow.
but yeah, that's Eurorails, which it got redone, which basically the guy got I think bought and sort of refurbished into
Estimated
Empire
time
Builder.
frame to play 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So we would have to make sure we hit the ground running at 7 the next time we build this out. So we would have to
Yeah.
plan.
Most of the rules you've learned tonight, though, will translate over to Empire
Yeah.
Builder,
Yeah.
and it's at that point you're right. It's just about
Well, get this out of my sight. because
I'm pretty sure that thing has been in that exact spot on the shelf
since I built those ships.
since you built those shelves. And I don't think it
yeah, because
was
you
all
dusted
that far-
everything off when you built those.
And I don't think it was all that far from basically that spot with the old shelves. When it was just kind of.
I have games in my collection that
No,
that I've never
it's,
seen the light.
it's also city apparently. Yeah,
And I think a lot of them might be going to Gen Cons here.
Well, I'm glad that we figured out what one of the games I had and didn't know anything about was, because I have several like that.
And I know Mark's exact reaction to this.
I also have several.
That would be his reaction.
Right, but have you had one turn up where it's like, it evolved into this? That game I already have in my collection?
That we've never played.
We've never played?
I feel like we're kind of a broken clock tonight. There's always a first time for everything, and this group somehow manages to find a way to do it.
We are.
Every time. We're special little meeples.
Jesus. Well, maybe we should call it here.
Yeah,
while,
let's call
we'll
it
have
here.
the brain cells to sign out. Thank you all for hanging out. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Thanks for sticking with us through
Through
a weird
this-
fucking stream.
Yeah, this was weird. Like, it was easy enough to follow. Like, it wasn't 10, but it was, it was weird how this panned out. I have never had a game deliberately and unapologetically kick a player out before.
I think the idea behind that was you would have to be smart enough to keep some of your money in reserve in case shit happens.
And that,
Yeah.
even knowing that that is a possibility now,
I will
that's
keep
much more-
$5.
Yeah, yeah.
I will keep
That-
$5 million.
Yeah, I would.
Like
yeah.
$1. Like there were several places where I just put stuff out to have money out and.
Well, you
do
really
things
for
later.
yours,
But I
it was a
didn't
river
do-
break. Gotta have 3.
Oh
I gotta have
Yeah.
3 million.
Gotta have 3 for the bourbon.
So
1 for the milepost, 2 for the bridge.
Y'all have a fantastic night.
Yep.